Yo, we are live. Episode 2 of Going Live with the MC. Today, our special guest, Mr. Brandom Thoughts. You just tuned in, by the way. What's going on, Shallow? What's up, Nia? How you doing? Everybody's lit. Okay, y'all tuned in. That's what's up. All right, so I'm about to introduce the special guest. And, sir, if you can kindly send me a request, that'll make things a lot easier. Yeah, because I'm still figuring out this whole live thing. Yo, appreciate you, Payne. Thank you, Brody. Can't wait to have you on the show, actually. But yeah, so let's do it. All right, my guy just sent in the request. Um, accept, go live. Let's see how
You can hear me?
this works.
You can hear me?
My guy Shiloh, man. Everybody follow Shiloh. He produced one track on the album, and he produced two tracks, but he engineered one of them. So make sure y'all show love to Shiloh, man. He's all the way out in London. What's up, Brandon? You in the spot?
I'm in the spot. You can hear me?
I hear you. I just don't see you.
Oh, you can't
Word.
see me? I'm
Nah.
gonna cut off my camera and then do it again.
All right, cool.
You can see me now or not?
Nah, I can't see you at all, bro. It's just me.
Okay, hold on.
Word, guys. So this is episode 2 of Going Live with the MC. This is just basically a fresh segment that I just started. A lot of people, yeah, I don't know, Payne. I don't know, bro. Lately, my live has been tripping on me, and I can't see nobody. So I've went live a few times, and I just see like black spaces, or it just shows me. So I'm trying to figure that part out. Let me see. Okay, boom. You just sent another request. Appreciate all of y'all with the patience. Let's go. Let's do it. View. There we go. Let's go, my brother.
You can see
How you doing?
me. I'm well. And
Welcome.
yourself, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty well, man. Nice. I like the shades.
Well,
I know those ain't
okay.
reading glasses.
They are. They can be. How
Nah,
are
that's what's
you?
up. Everything is good, man. I actually just came home from the studio, so I just wanted to make sure that I got this done out the way.
Oh, you was making sure you
Word.
get some more commas. I got it.
Facts.
I
Pretty
got
much.
it. I got it. First of all, thank you for reaching out to me to want to take the time to even want to speak to me. I'm currently outside in the city. I'm a part of the Good Fashion Institute, and we did one of our modeling classes and seminars with the NYU fashion students today. So I'm still kind of there, but I still want to make sure that I took some time out to come up on this live and chop it up.
Nah, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. So you kind of like hit it right on the head, bro. That's one of the things that I wanted to start off with.
Okay.
You got a crazy fashion taste. You feel me? I'm not
Oh,
even gonna hold back on that. You got a crazy fashion taste, bro.
I humbly
So my
appreciate
question for you, my first question is, what inspired your fashion taste, or like your interest in it?
Well, what was weird was when I grew up, I'm from the hood, I'm from East New York, Brooklyn, I tell everybody that. And I grew up in a certain era, and what people consider to be a dope sense of fashion sense now I've always had, and it wasn't always appreciated. Like I wore a lot of Ralph Lauren, I was considered like the white boy, I talk proper, you know what I mean? I didn't always talk in slang. So all of the whole presentation, I was always, kind of judged on my fashion style. Now I derive a lot of my fashion sense from what I feel like. I'm a man of a particular age. I know who I am. I know what I like. So when I wake up in the morning and I feel a certain way, that's normally how I'm gonna start addressing.
I feel that. Okay, so you kind of answered the next question, but how do you feel when you walking through the streets and you got on like a fly ass outfit and it's like you
You
might like
this
in
shit
your mind you might be
so
thinking
good.
this is
If you
basic,
if
but
you
after
see
like
this,
maybe the first two or three compliments, how you be feeling? I like CC you. Come on, bro. We gonna get there. We
look,
gonna get save it. Hold on. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. I
okay, we
see
gonna
you
get
already.
there. No, well, humbly, one, I'm normally zoned out and thinking of the next project, thinking of the next thing to
Mhm.
do. So I really don't really be actually paying a lot of people mind. I'm like alert enough to know like if harm is coming my way, but I'm normally in my own world. I'm normally, just chip my bad. That's not a good scenery. My fault
It's all
again.
good.
But yeah, I don't really hear the compliments. I get more compliments like on social media. Like people be like, yo, that fit was dope. And it's not really me. It's sometimes it's a team. Sometimes it's just me and sometimes it's really a team. There's a major key. My stylist are my brother and my sister. My blood sister and my blood brother are my stylists. So it's all in house, it's all family. So
No, that's actually dope, man. Because I was actually gonna ask you if you have. Yo, you beating me to all my questions, bro. That's
oh
not
shit.
fair. But
You know what?
nah, you good. You
I'm
good.
used to being on the other side. I don't know how to go ahead, do your thing.
Nah,
Do your
you good, you good, you good. It's helping me out, honestly. But nah, that's dope that you use your siblings as a stylist. So, a segue into the next question. How important do you think it is to like keep it in the family or like keep it like build your team off of someone close to you?
Well, to piggyback off of what happened in the seminar, someone asked a question like, what is some of the greatest obstacles that you have ever faced? And my answer was me, like me being the obstacle was my greatest ever obstacle, but somebody else
Mm.
really brought up. And no matter what you're doing in art, fashion, music, film, television, cashier, I don't know, whatever your job is, your occupation is, you always need a great team. And sometimes that's the greatest obstacle. And we kind of did this from younger, at least with me and my sister. It would always be, yo, we shared a room, we had clothes at our, expense. Our mom worked really hard to make sure that we were above sea level and that we had a lot. We are very humble and grateful for that. And we would just put
Mm.
stuff together. Now with my brother who, founded and started the Good Fashion Institute, the statistics say that he wasn't supposed to even be here. Like he was supposed to be someone who went to prison, who's been incarcerated, and he wasn't supposed to make it. And now he's making deals, producing fashion shows, styling, designing, and I'm happy to be his older brother and be a part of the ride because it's an amazing thing to see when you're supposed to be a statistic and you don't become a statistic. You go against the status quo. And any brothers or sisters or anybody on here watching, I definitely want to inspire people to fuck what they say about you. Like, can we curse on this? Or is
Yo.
this, I don't know. But
Now
fuck
you
what
could, bro. Listen, we open, we live.
fuck what people say about you. Fuck, what people call as support or scream support in the way that people try to support you. Fuck all of that. Okay, do
Right.
you? You got a purpose. You got a purpose by design, and while you're here, you need to do it. And that's it.
Nah, that's really dope. First things first, I should have made that clear, but you know, I'm still learning the game, so it's kind of like getting to me. Like I'll make the announcement moving on, but you can curse on here, bro. I'm very authentic. I'm very
Okay, I
open. You
just
feel
want to
me?
make sure.
And
I heard
the way I
from the
see
book.
it, cursing is a form of self-expression. You feel me? So it's like as long as you're expressing yourself and you're not like punching down on nobody, you feel me? You could say whatever you want as long as it's but I don't have any filter, so I prefer people to live that way. You know, no filter. Don't hide yourself from me. Don't hide yourself from the world. You know, just be
I'm,
open.
I am who I am, like I tell people all the time, and I guess we'll talk
Facts.
about it down the line when we get to the response. But I've also said it on one of our episodes. Is like I am who I am. At this point, especially the age I'm approaching, ladies and gentlemen, us black people who are aging gracefully, who are starting to get older, us millennials. Let
Nah,
me
real
tell
talk.
you something. The the changes you're going through, the tolerance level, the not caring, embrace all that shit because you know what? It's there for a reason. And I'm embracing
Hmm.
it. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not curbing my tongue for the sake of you. I used to do that. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was the person who did that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm sorry. I'm about to be 40 soon, and I'm not doing it. I
Wait,
can't,
what you
and
said? You about to be
I'm
what?
about to be. I'll be 40 next year, not this year, but next
You
year I'll
said
be 40.
40? God damn, I didn't even know it,
Look,
bro. Black
look,
don't crack.
look, it don't unless you do the crack.
Yo, nah, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. The whole time I'm thinking you close to me, bro. Like,
Mm,
damn.
yeah,
But that's
so
the
I
beautiful
don't.
thing. I ain't, you feel me? Like, I didn't want to pull a Kevin Hart moment just now, but like, I think that's the beautiful thing about being black, man. It's like we could really live in our element forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't even know it. Like, and just like me, I've known you for I want to say like maybe 5 years,
Yeah,
4 years.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
You
it's
came
been a
to the
little gap in between that. So,
during the pandemic and dropped off the lemon days. Remember that? You
you
came
so
to
so you keep beating me,
yeah,
man. You
like
keep beating me too. But so, all right. So, for those that don't know, do you want to walk down memory lane and tell everyone how we met?
well, I don't officially. Well, I know I used to do Subway series and showcases and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't
Right.
remember the actual time when we met.
It's
It
all
was
good.
5 years ago. A lot of people not that you're not impressionable. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just that I don't. I came into contact with a lot of artists. I don't. I know I'm very cool with your cousin. That's my baby. Let's start there. Like I absolutely love. I don't even know if she want me to say her name on here, but I love your
Go for it.
cousin, and
Go for it.
it's been her and my sister has been best friends since freshman year in high school, and
That's
she used to come
dope.
over, or she used to come over all the freaking time. So I believe I thought that she posted you, and from there
Mm.
I started doing my investigation. That's what happened. I started doing
Yep.
my investigation. I was like, yo, no, she told me, she said, yo, B, you be doing showcases and you do your Subway series, because I would do Subway series. We would go all over New York and we would give artists, like, the real artists and repertoire. Like, they would speak to fans, they would talk to online radio stations, then they would perform, then they would do meet and greet after those that came to see them. So we would take them through the whole thing, all while raising money for charity. But anyway, she's like,
Nice.
yo, this is my cousin. He's trying to get his music out there. Listen to him. And I was like, yo, send me his shit. And she sent it to me. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, oh, okay. And at the time, I was cool with like, Supernova, Jahari, who's doing very big things in the community right now. Shouts out to him and everything he got going on with the artist and repertoire development in Brooklyn. And Mankind and all of those like people, I was in that circle and you came up. And I heard
Hmm.
your music and I was like, oh, this nigga's from Brooklyn? Because it was at a time where music was. Are we gonna talk about it? Music was getting
Talk about
real watered down. MC wasn't MCing. We was losing the
it, man.
boom bap. We was losing all of the five elements of what hip hop was. It was crossing over to become commercial. And there's nothing wrong with commercial, but it was crossing over to commercial. And at a time, what I was hearing from you was something that was very authentic. And I was like, wow, I haven't heard something like this in a long time. So I followed you. And then from there, we started the conversation. And then when we actually met was during the pandemic when you were selling your lemonades. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna support your business. I definitely, it wasn't trash. It was great quality. And I was in the days. So
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's really beautiful, man. And I asked you that because I wanted to hear from your perspective. I think everyone has like a cool vantage point that makes stories even more interesting. So I think
yeah,
that was
tell me
pretty
yours.
cool, huh?
I said, tell me yours because I don't recall. I don't recall.
Well, I remember it from the part of you did follow my music page first, and then I saw you pop up on the edibles. And then I think like maybe I want to say at least a week later, you actually messaged me to ask about the stuff that I was doing, and then you asked about the delivery and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 years ago is when I actually started the business, the edibles business. And
Mm.
Lemon Days was literally the first thing that I've created on the menu.
Mm.
So for those that's watching and don't know what Lemon Days is, it's weed infused lemonade. I literally make it from home. No one else has it on the menu. Um, and my motto for that is sip slow, enjoy the show, sip fast, you might crash. Because I come across a lot of people who's on some, yo, I got high tolerance and your edibles ain't gonna do nothing. Sip this, bro. Just take that and go home. Not gonna say nothing else.
First
And
of all,
even
hold on.
before I knew how good it, huh?
Well, I don't want to cut you off. When you unseal it, first of all, the packaging was amazing.
Thank you.
When you unseal it, right, you like get the mixture of the lemon and the days all together. So it already excites
Facts.
your nostrils, right? Then when you get to the taste, it tastes amazing. It has a nice little
Thank you.
aftertaste to it, but it tastes amazing. But the effect in your body, you don't need nothing else. It was that and the ropes. I remember. Now I remember. I recall. It was that and the ropes.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
different. It's definitely different, and not for nothing. If I didn't do that, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't know about what I was doing. So yeah, no, that was a beautiful time. But to connect the story, because you were saying about the music, you also came to a show of mine. Last
I
year, if
did.
I could remember, you came through during one of my shows for Day Summit Festival.
It
And
was. Yep.
the thing about it was that you was genuinely in tune. You didn't come through like, yo, look, I bought a ticket, now I'm here for you. You didn't come
Uh-huh.
like, oh, I don't want to be here kind of thing. It was more like a yo, because at the time, and I still do it now, but like I was just like randomly messaging people, like, and I was just like, damn, I don't know who to message because like I want people to be at the show, but I don't know if these people are gonna like give me an excuse or are gonna say, yo, I'll be there. And when I hit you up, you was like, yo, I'm there. Just give me the details and all that. So I appreciate you for that. You
Well,
definitely showed up, and you brought someone extra, so that was
I
dope.
did. Yep.
And then
We also bought at the bar. We also went to the vendors downstairs and we supported. That's one. Let me tell you something about me. And you didn't ask me no question. But one thing about me, I root for everybody black. I want everybody to win. I think there is enough opportunity out here for so many people to win in so many different avenues. I want everybody to win. So when I show up and I support, it's genuine. My shit is from the heart. I know what it is to think of an idea and then for it to come to fruition in any form. You understand what I'm saying? So I know what it is to show up and what support feels like to have that genuine love for somebody who's on there expressing their craft and you there to support. So that's what I do from the heart. I mean, nowadays you do have social commerce, you do have these cloud chasers, you do have people that's doing all these kind of things to maneuver their way to get to whatever imaginary level that they think they're getting to. Um, but overall, support is key to all of us. You
yeah,
got to look at the ecosystem, right? There's no, without air, I look at support like air. You need it. The trees need it, water needs it, everything needs air, and then vice versa. So support is that. And that's how I feel about artists. I feel about that with, actors showing up to people thinking being, it's not about me. I was like, yo, I'm here. What's up? He was like, all right. I said, yo, they got your music right? Wasn't that the first thing I asked?
nah, you
The first.
yo, you hit that right on the nail, bro. Because the way
Mm-hmm.
like that's how I've been seeing it for a long time. And admittedly, I was always like introverted, so like when someone would invite me places, either I would go and I wouldn't say nothing to nobody, and like I'd be outside the whole time to like say my boy perform or something like that, then I'll come inside, but then I just started like kind of, I think one day uh I walked into a show and I was just kind of like just like I didn't go outside. Like for some odd reason, I stayed inside, and I was just kind of like, yo, let me just see how everybody performing. And I think that was one of like the best decisions I made because on that particular night, I met some really fire artists,
Mm.
and from that moment on, like I said, I always felt like support was important to everybody. And like if I wasn't at your show, I was definitely promoting your music. But just being at shows, I feel like for one, you get more of a connection to the music and the artist because especially if they put on a great performance, you're like, yo, this is dope. And that goes for everybody, like models, construction workers, everything. Once you see the work in person, you're like, oh, so this is what you're doing, kind of thing. And secondly, I don't want to say ego, but it boosts the creative's confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to come to your fashion show, or if I were to come to your podcast, which we're going to talk about next,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure in your mind or in your body you would feel lighter. Like it would be like, yo, I got some support. Like even if it's not a million people, there's someone that's coming through that you probably didn't think would come through, or you maybe not have thought that they would have come through, and they showed up, and you're like, oh wow, that's dope. So yeah, nah, support is really beautiful, and I think that everyone should, like you said, stop making it about themselves. You know, because a lot of people who go to events or whatever they choose to support you with, it's more like a what am I getting out of this kind of thing. You know, so
Hmm. Well,
yeah, and
you
you
know
know,
what it
I
is.
think honestly that the big thing about support too is that when you do it enough, people recognize it, you know, and then they kind of want to include you in everything. So even if they're not asking you to come out your pocket, they might even, yo, listen, I'm going on tour. Do you want to come backstage? Yo, I'm about to drop some merch. What's your size? I'll give you a shirt, like, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I feel like, you know, if people really want to make it about them, then they should just do it genuinely, and the creative in turn will make it about them. So appreciate you for always showing love to and you actually said that to me at the show. I support black people. I want us to win, and you
Hmm.
know, and that's kind of how I move too. Like even this sweater that I'm wearing right now, this is from a black creative. His name Humble Beast. A lot of people probably know who he is, but I was in a web
I feel like
series a few years back. So and he's
I've seen that somewhere. I feel like,
now he's been around for some
yeah,
years,
I
so
feel
you probably
like
have.
I've seen it. Okay. Shouts out to him.
Yeah, so I used to be in a web series, and he used to like sponsor the web series and give us all merch and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that also helps too. Word.
It does help. It does help. Product placement is important. I mean, there's a whole business aspect to. Not, I know we're talking about support, but there's a whole business aspect that's intertwined when it comes to this industry. And I feel
Hmm.
like people are so in tune with one dynamic of it. Like even when you were talking about like, oh, come on, like a podcast. Like I used to look at it like, oh my God, I'm gonna build a podcast and people are gonna listen and they're gonna come, knowing that my goal is the production company. I want to own, like Sirius XM Radio. I want to own the company and produce other people's podcasts. It's not just about my show. So when everybody's like, well, we thought you were doing selfish, and what happened to selfish? It was like, because I was looking at it the wrong way. I felt like I had to be a product. And if you are
Right.
not the investor, you are the product. No matter what company, they are selling you. And you are selling that product, whatever it is. And I don't want to be a product. I look at myself as an investor. I don't look at myself as a product.
Nah, I feel that. So what's the difference between being a product and being a brand? If you can, because I feel like a lot of people got that twisted up. A lot of people don't know about being a brand, so they just like offer themselves as a product.
Well, first and foremost, a brand is always incorporated, copyrighted, or have rights and reserves, not just, LLC. A brand is something that is
Mhm.
sold, and a brand is a product. However, a person is not a brand, but a brand can be a person, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Nah, it does actually. That's and that's something that we all, every single creative learns along their journey. I feel like if they don't, then I don't know, maybe they're on the wrong path. But I feel like we all hear that at least once, that we got to make ourselves a brand and not be a product. So that's really dope.
I
Thank you
think
for that
even
breakdown.
going, I think even going further than Brandon, I think people should actually try to enterprise what it is that they do, like make different ways and different avenues for you to be able to one sustain yourself, for you to be able to survive, for you to be able to bring forth change. Like you have a complaint about a lot of things in the world, right? But what are you doing to bring change to the world? Besides sitting there
Mhm.
complaining, tweeting, getting on the phone, gossiping, like I don't know how that's conducive. So when I wake up in the morning, I think about, all right, what am I going to, something I don't like, what am I going to change, and how can I be that change that I want to see in the world, literally. Cliche,
Right.
but it's the truth.
Nah, that's dope. So we danced around the topic a little bit, right? And you're very well adversed in speaking, and you definitely mentioned it in the beginning that you speak white. I've heard it too. I've heard it too. I get it myself. We speak white, but they don't know the correct term for that. It's
I hate that
articulate.
term. Yeah, I hate that. Hmm.
Yeah, we're articulate. Ain't nothing white about what we be saying. Like we just know how to speak to people. You know what I'm saying? So you sorry.
I didn't say nothing. That I'm sorry, I'm still by NYU, and that was students passing.
Nah,
So
it's all good. I
that
understand.
was
I understand. Um, so being well adversed, what I realized over time from like checking out your work, because when I follow people, like I actually follow them. Like I check out their work. I want to know why I'm following them, as opposed to why they're following me,
mm-hmm.
you know. And I discovered that you do a podcast. At the time when I discovered it was I don't remember the name of it. I think damn, I'm not even gonna embarrass myself like that. So I don't remember the name of what you was doing before, but I believe you was doing it was it once a month or something like that, or twice a month?
I'm doing something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Love you, my brother. See, you're asking me for money, and I'm in the middle of a live. I apologize for that.
It's all good.
So originally, I think when you came around, I was in between doing at first the John Cash show at
Mm,
GTF Radio,
mm.
and from there I was transitioning into doing the show with my same brother, who we do the fashion together. We had a show called Face the Fact. It was
That
already
was
his show,
it.
and for the second season, he asked me, his brother, to come along and to like kind of, gear the show. And we had great shows. We talked about opportunity. We talked about blackface in Hollywood, things that are kind of trending now. We were kind of ahead of our time, and we talk about it on Face the Fact. And from there, I started the Subway series, which was to give artists an opportunity to, do artists and development and get that whole real live feel. From there, I went back to doing the John Cash show. Then I special guest host on a show. He actually has a podcast coming out. I think it's out already on YouTube, the Mike Genius show. And then from there, I went to, I stay booked, right? Always doing something. And from there, I
Mm.
went to the John Cash show again for the third time. And third time was a charm. Creatively, we didn't agree. So we kind of parted ways. And I started realizing like the power in why don't I just start producing shows? So then I started producing shows and helping people develop their shows. A lot of things that's out there I've had a hand in, but I never, ever, ever, ever really like say what I do. Anybody who knows me, I never brag about my resume. Before
Right.
that, I was working as an exec at a local hip hop radio station, which is where I
Mm.
got a lot of my experience in learning how the industry works. So I've had a plethora of jobs. So podcasting, yes. Now I'm not on a podcast. I'm on a talk show, which is called the Response Talk Show. So
Mm.
we keeping it going. I don't know if you want me to promote it right now, but I
Now,
would.
do your thing,
Yes,
brother.
so
Talk about it, because I'm gonna promote it
yes,
anyway. So talk
yes,
about it.
the Response Talk Show. It is an interactive, cool show with three hosts, three different walks of life. We have Miss Tia Carter, we have Radio Raheem. We discuss things. We respond to things we see on the internet, things that plague the black community. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I like your hair. Um, outside.
That's the thing about being in public.
Right? So we talk about things that are pressing in the LGBTQIA community. We talk about things that are pressing in the black community. We talk about things that are pressing in the Hispanic community. All communities that, suffer. They like to say underserved. I hate to be called underserved, like we waiting for something to
Right,
be
right,
served to
right.
us.
Yeah, facts.
Communities in which that they choose to purposely ignore is the proper term. But we respond to those type of things, and it's a cool show. It actually premieres in like 29 minutes, the new episode where we'll be talking about, since a lot of stuff is going on with Jada Pickett, you see a lot of stuff with social media, we will be doing masculinity versus femininity. So that's a good topic we do get into. If any of you guys are here, go to BOP Media. It's on YouTube, and you can check out the responses every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You can look at the old episodes, or you can tune in tonight to the all new episode of the Response Talk Show.
That's a fact. So for everybody that's tuned in live, and for everyone that watches this after I post it, make sure y'all tap in every Wednesday, 8 p.m. The response. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that sounds like an interesting vibe. I didn't get to check out the last episode that you recently did, but I will be tuned in tonight after this interview.
Okay.
Um, yeah, no, no, seriously. Because like I said, I've been a big fan of what you've been doing for the longest. In my eyes, you give other people a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more, nothing less. Like you give people a platform. So, and I think once people stop expecting more of what you give them. They'll understand that they had a platform. So and you're very unbiased, you talk about a lot of different things, and speaking of talking about different things, one thing that one
Again,
thing that really stuck out to me about you was that you always did the Brandom thoughts. So for like that's basically your name Brandon and the word random, and you just combined it. So what inspired you to start doing Brandom thoughts? Because to be real with you, I understand what it's like to just be freely speaking your mind and not really truly understanding or knowing if people are like paying attention or like if they're being inspired or taking notes from it. So what really got you going with that?
so Brandom Thoughts originally started on Facebook, and it
Okay.
was my real first name, which is Tylon, and it was Tylon's Tale. So it would be basically like a summary of my day, what I saw, what I observed, what I see on social media, and then when I looked at like how I'm heavily inspired by like Common, the rapper Common, right?
Okay.
Um, and I looked at how his name was contrived with common sense and
Hmm.
how it was a play on words and a double entendre, and I was like, oh well, I'm always randomly saying stuff, and my name is already Brandom. Oh, Brandom Thought. And then also one of my favorite, everybody who knows me, one of my favorite singers of all time, the vocal Bible, Brandy. She used to like do something and say, Brandom Fat or Brandom this, and
That's dope.
I was like, oh my God, that's so dope. So then it started evolving. When I would go to work every day, I would walk with like a hoodie on or be like in the hood, and it was the hoodies where I would wear a hood and walk in the hood and just be talking about what I see, what I do. And then it evolved into me doing the Brandom Thoughts when I walk and talk. So
Mm.
people would get a sense of my style, my personality, and then from there it was like, yo, what if I was clicking onto content and I wanted to see something? What would I want to see? And
Mm.
there's always content out here. Like you can see salacious shit anywhere. Like you can see that anywhere. But to see content that is of value, sometimes I'm inspiring myself. Like I need to hear the advice myself. So I would do a Brandom Thought and be like, yo, Brandon, you bugging right now. Get yourself out of this. What you want to say? And that's where the Brandom Thoughts come from. You're the
That's
only person
dope.
who ever interviewed me to ever ask that. That was dope. Thank you.
Honestly, bro, like I said, there's a lot of things that I pay attention to when I follow people. And I feel like the consistency with a lot of things is really what stands out to me. So you used to do that every day, and I used to faithfully tune in. So I just want to say, bro, I haven't seen it in a while, and you need to get back on it. I need some more
Okay,
branded thoughts.
I will. It's just that also with the response, if you guys see, like I also do a Brandom Thought on there. So I try to
Okay.
not oversaturate. I try to give y'all
Mm.
time to process things. So normally Brandom Thoughts will come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Just because I
Okay.
feel like to start the week off right, you're in the middle of the week, you got to get over the hump, and to start your weekend off or to end your week, let's close it out with something. But what happens is now the response comes on Wednesday. I don't want to overkill y'all with Random Thoughts. Sometimes you're processing the last one. Sometimes people don't relate. Like if you look at the views and
Mm.
stuff, people be like, "Oh, I'm not relating." But then there's those that the views are low, but it gets the most response. It
Mm.
gets the most engagement. You get people, "Oh, I needed that. Oh, that saved my life." Do you know how when you're feeling down and you did something to lift yourself up and it started lifting other people up, you know how that
Yeah.
feels.
Yo, for real.
That's an
That's
amazing
that's
feeling. That's why I'm consistent with that. It's so much like hurt. It's so much pain in the world right now. So much hate. There's so much going on. So I like to uplift. Sometimes I need to uplift it. Don't nobody call me and be like, yo, you good, B? Nobody check on me. But
nah. And I think that's what's beautiful about it, honestly, is that like you just said, no one really calls to check in. There was an interview I did, I think last month, no, in August, the end of August, right?
mhm.
And I forgot what the question was, but my response was basically, we got a phone full of contacts, and we don't message or call everybody in our contacts list. And for me, I felt like mental health, in a sense, it's like, not in a sense, but all around, it's very important. And I feel like sometimes we lose sight of what we're doing because like the people we have in our context don't message us. You know, like I might be looking at your number every single time and I won't message you, but I'll be wanting you to message me or call me kind of thing.
Mm,
And it's not like to say that we're selfish and we just want people to reach out to us, but sometimes it's like I don't want to say we hold people to a certain standard, but if we have a certain relationship with someone, we kind of expect them to keep that relationship,
right.
you know, and in a sense, it's like, damn, Brandon didn't hit me up today. He normally hits me up every Monday at 8 a.m. Why he didn't do it today? Oh, damn, Brandon always posts something I could check out every day on his Instagram. Why he didn't do it today? And we start to digress into like a certain mindset to where it's like we feel like, one, we're taking it personally, and two, we just feel like you just don't fuck with us anymore. You know, so
Well,
to eliminate all of that,
let me address that, and I want to address that here and now with people. First of all, you got to stop treating things like people and people like things, right?
there
Like
we go.
I'm not a possession. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm a human being, just like everybody has, things that they go through, ups, downs, in between, rounds and rounds. Like you cannot make people too much. That's my friend. That's my this. This is my. When in all actuality, you don't own nothing but you. There's people who
Talk
will
about
own somebody else, but they will not take accountability and own any action that they have done. Isn't that crazy? They would take possession over somebody else. Oh, that's my friend. That's my boyfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's my friend. But they don't take accountability for any other thing they did. But you want to take possession of a person. That's crazy to me. That's
Yo,
crazy.
that's real, man. That's real, honestly. And I've been there, you know, and more specifically, it's mostly been in relationships, honestly. I've never actually dealt with it with like friends or family, but it's mostly like in a relationship, and that's kind of like messed up because it's like you kind of have to tell this person, yeah, I can't be like your main priority. Like we have a life. I got other stuff that I'm doing. So I totally understand that 100% to where it's like you kind of want to like please the people, so to speak, but you also want to live your life and remain who you are without compromising your personality or your morality or anything like that. Um, so that's very interesting.
Let me tell you something.
I like how you broke that
Pleasing
down, honestly,
people,
for real.
pleasing people is compromising your personality. That's it.
Yes, 100%.
Some things are not what they are. Some things are what they signify, and then some things they just are that. Like for instance,
Preach.
if you feel you, even in a relationship, right? You say you dating this woman, right? And she's into the finer things of life because this is just the life that she is accustomed to, right? You somebody who might come from more humble beginnings, and you want to teach her or want her to embrace your humble beginnings. Y'all got the You have to go to eat escargot, and she got to go eat McDonald's. It ain't just y'all always eating escargot. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm,
It has to be a give and take. And a lot of times in relationships, people give something, but the thing that they take back is not the same intangible thing that they gave. And that's where
mm.
there's a lot of problems and a lot of things come intertwine and intermix because you say, oh, you got to speak other people's love languages. I can't believe that they think it's only like 5 love languages. It's a million and one ways to say envy. It's a million and one way to say hate. And there's only, what, 5 ways to say a love language? That's weird to me. I think
Wow.
there's more than one love language. And we need to communicate and talk to other people about what their love language is and what ours is and really meet in the middle. It sounds easier, better said than done, but that's my opinion, for real.
No, I truly, truly agree. I agree. And I think that's ultimately what leaves people misunderstood is that we don't really talk to the people that we know. Even if we don't know them, we don't speak, you know, and we don't highlight how we want to be treated and how we want to be loved and stuff like that. You know, and granted, some people might not know exactly what love is, but you know, like if they have a feeling of how they want to be treated, then it's kind of the same thing. You know, so I agree, bro. I think we need to speak up and we need to like well, in my honest opinion, I call it boundaries. So as long as we
Mm,
set boundaries, I feel like people will fully understand what we're doing. And ultimately the people that won't understand are the people that ain't never heard of boundaries. So
mm.
yeah, no, that's pretty dope. That's
Every
pretty
single
dope.
person, no matter what culture, no matter what race, no matter what creed, what denomination, they all have been introduced to a boundary, one way or another. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
There's always
That's
been
facts.
there's been a boundary in place. People know what boundaries are. People just don't want to abide by them because they don't feel like it's worth. Nowadays, everything is about what somebody feels like is it worth it? That's the biggest question with anything. Is it worth it? Right?
I
And what people
yo,
don't understand.
what I ultimately, oh, sorry, not to cut you off. Go ahead, do your thing.
Go ahead. Because this is a
Oh, but nah, what
conversation,
I ultimately realize is that, people have too much access to other people. So when they meet someone with boundaries, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Why are you putting this wall up? Why won't you tell me this story? How come you don't share this pain? Or, yo, I saw you with this person. Why you won't tell me who they are to you? And it's like, bro, like, relax. Like, yeah, I won't tell everybody this story kind of thing. Like, and my uncle always taught me, he was like, yo, you got four friends. You got somebody you take to the store, someone you take to the supermarket, someone you take to the flea market, and someone you take to the mall. And essentially, all of those have a level to it, to where it's like, if I take you to the flea market, you feel me? You're not gonna judge me because of what I'm buying at the flea market. You're gonna be like, yo, you picked out that shoe, yo, you picked out that earring, that's fire. But if I go to the supermarket, you're gonna be like, you eat eggplant? Ew, you got corn on your plate? You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
if I take you to the store, you're gonna be like, wait, why you buying a honey bun when you could buy a Swiss roll? And it's like, bro, get out of here.
Honey
So
bun
it's
is
like
pathetic anyway.
understanding who you can take where is the key to like really prospering in life. Like when you understand how to place your friends, and it doesn't mean like you value someone over the next person. It just means that I know that I can only take you to this place. You know what I'm saying? And
Tell you
you can always
something
try
with
to open someone's mind, but if huh?
and with people with social circles and with people, everybody isn't a king and a queen.
Yeah.
Some people are servants, some people are jesters, everybody is not a king and a queen. And people have to be real with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Real
Everybody
talk.
is in royalty and everybody has their position in the king's court.
Right. Right.
Some
Right.
people are nice. Some people are. You understand what I'm saying? You got some people who can woven the best hay in the land. They the best hay woven up in the land, but they're not a part of the the royal council. And it just
Hmm.
is what it is. And what would be more beneficial if you realize people place from jump, but you can't do that because people show up with the representative. They don't show who they really are. It's not really them. It's a whole bunch of facade. It's a whole bunch of Instagram. It's a whole bunch of this. It's a whole bunch of that. So you can't even get to the real person yet. And then once the
Right.
representative leaves, you're like, oh, do I really want to deal with this or not? But we could talk hours and hours about it. My bad. I'm sorry. I go
Nah,
in
you
about
good.
people and
Honestly, I get lost in it myself. I mean, I actually normally when I'm in a conversation, I don't care about the time, but I've been checking my time lately because trying to conduct these interviews, you try to, you want to keep it in a certain time frame. But it's just crazy because the energy when you're connecting with someone, it just goes. You know what I'm saying? And people, that's another thing with this segment. When anyone tunes into going live with the MC, they'll see it. I have a genuine connection with everyone that I'm interviewing, so our conversations will go left, right, wherever. You feel me? So don't trip about that. But I do want to reach the end of it because I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I know you got a show to get to. So my one final question before I get to the final part of it. Um, I just want to ask. Uh, I forgot how I wanted to ask this, but generally or genuinely, how do you go about your process? I guess you already explained how you dress, but when it comes to your shows or whatever, if you're producing it, if you're a part of it, or if you're just like kind of, well, it's the same as producing, so I'm gonna just stick to that. So whether you're producing it or you're a part of it, like on the show, how do you approach like having topics like, for example, if I were to just throw out the whole Israel and Palestine thing, a lot of people would be like in an uproar. If I were to say something wrong, people would unfollow me or so to speak. So for you, how do you come up with topics for your show that you might offend people with, but you kind of like just know that it's a talking point?
Well, with me,
Poison.
I always come from, first of all, I'm always based in fact. Okay, I answer based in fact, which means what I say, you can go and research and it can be proven. I barely deal with opinions. That's the problem. A lot of people be competing and fighting, arguing, and being conflicted with people over an opinion. Fact is fact. It can be proven. It is what it is. Opinion is different. So when for instance, with the response, all of us who are hosts are also producers on the show as well. So we're able to
Mm.
come up with things that we see, and we think, hey, this would be a good topic, whether it is controversial. Our executive producer is really good in not editing things out just so that it looks good. We more or less care about the message. Sometimes we want to see through all the mess and get to the message. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm more or less about, seeping through the mess to get to the message. And that's how I do it.
And
I
there's
don't have a whole
no,
process. I don't think too much. I don't. I'm happy you didn't ask me about Palestine, but I have a whole opinion that I don't think is fit for here. But it starts with mind your damn business, people. But other than that, when I say people, I mean my people anyway. But again, that's another show. That's something else. However, I don't think of that. I literally think of the purpose, the
yeah.
intent, and the fact. That's it.
Yo, thank you for that. And I appreciate you for joining.
Yeah.
You're literally the second guest on my second show.
I
I've
saw the first
literally
show.
just,
I watched. And
yo,
you
I
was dope.
literally just woke up that day and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it now. Cause like everyone tells me, like, yo, you have a nice voice, you should like podcast or like you should just do something like like anything journalism, uh, along the
Oriented.
lines of being a
Mm-hmm.
journalist. Like a lot of people just tell me like, yo, you should get out there and tell your story kind of thing. Um, yeah, somebody was calling me, sorry. But yeah, so and I appreciate that about you because it's like you found your lane and you felt like, you wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. Like there's a lot of people that don't speak about the things we speak about and stuff like that. So I just wanted to thank you for the stuff that you do. Even if you don't see it in real time, there's a lot of people, including myself, that are actually inspired. Um,
Mm.
so speaking on the line of inspiration to end this off, is there anything you want to say to anybody, your 10-year-old self or something like that? Is there anything you want to say to people to keep them going on the journey that they're going? Yo, Poison, we could join live. I normally do 2 interviews in a day, so we can get you next, actually. So if you give me a few minutes, I'll definitely add you to the call. Stay right there, Brody. But yes, is there
Hurry up
anything?
and get me off and get to your next one. All right, I heard you.
No, 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 no. Take your time, brother. Take your time. But definitely,
Um,
is there anything
I
you
think
just want to like throw out there for people that's listening, people that have hit a roadblock during their journey or anything of this sort, like talk about it.
so. First of all, you gotta realize, one, what the purpose is every day when you wake up in the morning. That thing that hunts you, that thing that keeps bothering you, you at that 9 to 5, you don't feel inspired to go in every day. Don't keep working hard for the job. Make sure that you are investing in you. It starts with you, it ends with you. You got your birthday and your death date. That dash in the middle is very important. This thing here, life we living now, you gotta live it to your best, to your ability. It's gonna be hard. Nothing, nothing in life worth having or obtaining comes easy. If that's the case, we would all have it. And that's the only thing I can say. I guess that's a Brandom story.
All right, I like that. So I hope y'all was taking notes. So the last thing I'm gonna ask you is not really a
Mm-hmm.
question.
Okay.
Show off the outfit. Stop doing it, because I've been looking. I see the shades. I see the hat. I see the
So,
cardi. I want to see the
so
rest.
it's a whole thing going on right now, right? So
Let
I
me
was
see it.
somebody
Talk about
my phone. I don't I don't trust these people. So it's a whole long thing, and of course I got on my Travis Scott one. Hold on, I gotta do it like this. Let's do it like this. It's a whole thing. My shirt, I think it's Chanel. I can't remember, but it's Good Fashion Institute, and we always tell people we're willing. Our doors are open. We want people to come in. If you wish to be in the fashion industry, if you wish to be in the producing shows industry, modeling as well. Everybody's a model. We got Instagram models. We got models. We got models everywhere. Yeah, other
Yep, yep,
dynamics,
yep.
other aspects in the business of fashion. If you're interested, the Good Fashion Institute, you can DM me, Brandom Thoughts, and I will make sure that you get to the proper channels. We do everything from teach you how to walk. We teach you how to produce shows. We might ask you to help produce a show. So the opportunities are limitless. I'm walking in the middle of the street, but it's all right.
Nah, man, that's beautiful. And it's not really a question. It is, but it's not deep. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
does everything have to be designer if you're into fashion?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, first of all, there's a difference between fashion and sense of style. Anything that you wear to express
Fashion.
who you are is your sense
Right.
of style. Fashion is when you start breaking it down, what you have on, why you have on, the complexes, the colors, the textures. Is a whole fashion to me is a business aspect. To me, fashion is business. Sense of
Mhm.
style is a whole other thing. How you choose to express yourself, what you wear, colors you feel good in. Like me, although I'm a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius. I wear a lot of earth tones because I feel like it grounds me. It goes well with my complexion and earth tone. If I live in a city, so it'll be close to the earth. I wear earth tones. So that's what I got on today, some earth tones. This is some good fashion,
That's powerful.
by the way.
That's powerful. Listen, man, you always got some good threads on, bro. And I'm not like huge on the fashion scene, but you definitely somebody that inspired me to like really change how I dress and
Seen at
so
the summit, you had colors on. You went brighter. You expanded. I'm watching too.
no, I'm color oriented. Like all my colors stick together, but as far as like fashion, like I guess it's like a weird stigma around fashion, but because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people like they kind of want you to be like name brand. You gotta have Dior, or you gotta have a Mario, or like it gotta be something crazy, But for me, it's more like you said, it's just a sense of style, like understanding how you want to dress, knowing how you feel, and that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at with it. So I don't never like want to spend my money on nothing expensive or nothing like that. If I can go walk in a thrift shop and find a fire outfit, I'm rocking it. Like
We
real
started. Let me
talk.
tell you, good fashion institute. We started with thrifting. We started thrifting. We started upcycling. We started repurposing our old jeans and let's do this to this, and that's how Good Fashion Institute originally started. We was the X brand at first, and then we evolved and graduated into a whole institute. So you're right. Stick with it. Stick with your great sense of style, and if you want to get into fashion, you can learn that too. Sky's the limit.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I hope y'all taking notes, whoever's watching or listening. But yo, ultimately, I know you got somewhere to be. You got a show to go to. You're a producer. You out here doing your thing.
Yeah.
And I just want to give you your flowers for that. Thank you for being a voice for the voiceless. Thank you for being a style for the people that don't know what it is. And just thank you ultimately for being a trailblazer, man, because you're doing something that a lot of us ain't doing, bro. Like you're doing something that a lot of us ain't doing. Like a lot of people are into fashion, but you dress a certain way. A lot of people are into like doing shows and podcasts and stuff like that, but you do it a different way, and you just kind of like inspire the people that think what if too much, So I just wanted to give you your flowers on that.
I
And
humbly appreciate it.
and that's another thing. You're a humble person, bro. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't go to your head. It's more like a I'm doing this for me kind of thing. But I love who I inspire.
Right. No, I
So
know. I
thank you
really
for
do
that.
it. I really do it for people, like other people. It does, I guess, give me some sense of gratitude. I really humbly appreciate that. That's dope. A lot of people don't do that. They just complain, they get mad, they get jealous, they get in their feelings. But like I said, it's
Mm,
my purpose of design, and I appreciate you for realizing that. Kings recognize kings. I
that's
tell
a
you that all
fact.
the time. Don't
That's
I
a
always
fact.
say that? I'll be like, yo, kings recognize kings. So
Real
that's
shit.
the
Real
truth.
shit.
So I appreciate you taking out the time to even speak to me. I'm the second guest. Two is not a winner, but it's okay.
Bro, listen. listen, in my world, it doesn't matter which number you are, you're helping build a world that a lot of other people don't get to see.
Right.
You feel me? So my platform is not about winning or losing. It's about just being yourself and embracing the culture and whoever else is like involved.
And I
So again,
appreciate it.
Brody, yo, I truly appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all all have a great night. Be safe. If you outside, get home safe. If not, thank y'all for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with us. Have a good night. Don't forget to tune in to the Response Talk Show, DOP
The
Media
response.
on YouTube, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Check out the Brandom Thoughts and the Good Fashion Institute.
What's the name of it again? Because I want to promote it as soon as you get out of here. What you say? HOP or sorry,
DOP Media. Brandon
BOE.
Brendan Ortiz Productions Media. It's a page on YouTube. I'll send you the link and you can just copy it and share it how you want to do it.
Nah,
We
I got you for
appreciate
sure.
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Tune in.
Let's go. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. is about you out a few minutes behind, y'all. Well, 1 minute. Let's go. I got 1 minute to
Yeah.
tune into my
So I gotta
guy's
go
show.
get in
Let's
the
go.
studio and do the show now. It's live.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh shit. Damn. You a producer though. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. 100%. Keep winning. Thank you.
Later.
Bro, safe travels.
Will do.
All right, guys. That's part one of the show. What I'm gonna do is end this live, and I'm gonna tune in to another one. I don't know how long the live lasts, but we got another guest, Poison with the Vibes. So tap in on the second live. Literally, if you're not following me, follow now. Shout out to my guy Brandom Thoughts. I see y'all, Fancy. What's up, Fancy? Tune into the next live. I'm about to end this one. Tyson, what up? I see you. Everybody tune into the next live. We're about to do another interview. Appreciate y'all a lot for tuning in. Let's do it.
Either Fan Lab or Soundtrack.
Fan Lab sounds more familiar with me. I don't know about anyone else. What's up, everybody? We live. This is part 2 of episode 2, going live with the MC. We're just waiting on my boy Poison with the Vibes to tune in. Shout out to Payne, he tuned in for the first one. My guy Shiloh, 8400 Records. Yo, y'all my peoples, man, for real. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. So we're just waiting on Poison with the Vibes to tune in. And as soon as he tunes in, we'll get started with the second half of the interview. So normally with going live with the MC, I try to do at least 2 interviews every Wednesday and every Friday. So if y'all ever want to be interviewed, just DM me. Let me know what's going on, and I'll add you to the list. I've had a lot of people reach out to me. To be real with y'all, I'm only interviewing people that I have like deep connections with because it makes more sense. That way I'm not asking y'all like weird ass questions or, we don't just like end up talking about nothing kind of thing. So yeah, man, no doubt. Make sure y'all DM me for sure. We're just gonna wait for Poison to tap in. As soon as Poison taps in, we're gonna get started. Yeah. You know how y'all feeling. Talk to me. Let me know what's up. What's on y'all mind. If y'all want to hear me talk about anything, if any one of y'all know Poison with the Vibes, shoot me a question to ask him or something. But yeah, it's about to get crazy. Yeah, what's up though? Everybody else is lit. Appreciate y'all all for tuning in. Yeah, so I was just informed that the lives don't end until you end it. So I probably could have stayed on, but it is what it is. Let's go. Poison is in the building. Let's get it. All right, guys, everybody. Poison is tuning in. Let's do it. Oh, wait, what that mean? It said Poison is unable to join. Why are you unable? There we go. Okay.
What's good, my guy?
What's good? can actually see you, but I don't know what's going on, bro. It's only my live. It's
Oh,
only me.
it might
It's
not
only
even
me, bro.
you know what's crazy? It might not even be a live. My phone might be fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. But I see myself and I'm confused
Oh,
right now. I'm not
nah,
gonna
if
lie.
you can see yourself, that's cool, bro. That's cool. I think I'm just gonna start going with it like that, cause I don't know. Like it's ultimately I feel like it's me, bro.
Uh,
But how you feeling, my brother? How's everything?
I'm chilling, man. Life is lifing, but you know,
I
you
feel
got.
that.
I'm a grown ass man.
Nah, real talk, real talk. Um, so everybody, welcome to the show, Poison with the Vibes. If y'all tuned in, show some love, throw a comment in there. I just want to tell y'all about Poison with the Vibes. I think
Yeah, I
we
want to
want
hear this.
to,
I gotta hear this shit.
huh?
Nah, I gotta hear this. I love your opinions. I love genuine opinions.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that. So I met Poison. Damn, I kind of wanted you to tell the story, but it is what it is.
Right.
I met I met Poison doing the more booking shows.
Facts.
Um, at this time, I probably wasn't like too open to networking with everybody, but Poison got on stage and what's the name of the joint? It's called the Light Freestyle or Rappers Light or something like that. Something with light in it.
Oh, you talking about the rap light?
Rap
Oh, you talking
Light, that's what it
rap
is.
light?
So you did
Yeah,
that freestyle on stage, and I was just listening. And I'm like,
yeah.
yo, who is this dude? Like, and I like for me, it was like, yo, it was like you were like one of the only people that I actually tuned into during that particular
Yeah,
show because it was like
I feel
everybody
you.
be doing the same thing. You feel me? And then you went up there and you did your own thing, and you had a little like movement with it. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't a full dance, but you had a movement with it. And I was like, yo, see, that's what I like. Like people that just like they break out of their shell, they come out and they put on an
yeah,
action
fact,
show.
yeah.
It's not so much as just performing for whoever's in front of you, but more so like making it memorable.
Nah,
And that's what you
facts.
did for me, bro. So welcome to the
Nah, I
show,
appreciate
Poison.
that.
Appreciate
Or
you for
appreciate
tuning
that,
in.
man. Good looking for having me, man.
No,
Word.
no doubt, man. Um, so I kind of like just introduced my first question. How did you get into the more booking shows?
Um, um, Jen, she reached out to me. From what I know, Erica, she was if anybody know Erica Kane, she supposedly had through the bug in Jen Air, and Jen had reached out to me
Mm,
through my DM and shit, and then and plus a couple of my friends through like prior to when I got out there, they was performing. I had took the COVID break. I took a COVID break, and they was performing. I was going out performing with them, but they was at the more booking shit,
mm.
and I didn't really know it was more bookings, but I was around though. Like I was around. You know the young Ash chick. I remember she would perform. She performed for him one like in like 20. It's had to be like 2021 because I met y'all
Mm.
in 2022. Yeah, fact. So yeah, just
That's
genuine
dope.
beauty. She reached out.
Nah,
Word.
yeah, she's a dope person. As far as like knowing how to network and reach out to people. So shout out to
Yeah,
Genuine.
and she's been
Um,
genuine. For shit to me, I can tell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. Me personally, I'm sorry if that sounded crazy, but I don't deal with her outside of more bookings. So
No,
it's
I get
it's
what
pretty.
you saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. I understand. Word.
yeah, yeah. So my main question is, I don't think I've ever asked you
Hmm.
this. No, I did. I definitely did. I definitely did. How did you come up with the name Poison with the Vibes?
Uh, Experience. Let's just say that experience. I just realized like people they always just growing up. I used to go by OG Poison, right? I used to be some gangster. I used to want to be gangster. I want to be gangster. I want to be my pops. Let's just say that. I want to be like my pops. So
Mhm.
I wasn't really, I wasn't, I was, the older I was getting, the more I was getting uncomfortable portraying certain things because I knew it was detrimental to my people. You feel me? So I just, everybody was calling me Poison, but through the time, everybody like, nah, this nigga you got the vibes, bro. Like every time I like record a song or niggas, we just in the crib listening to music, niggas is just like, yo, you got vibes. So from there, I just was like, I'm poisoned with the vibes because I got vibes, but for some reason I'm poisoned to certain people. So it's like, fuck it, I'm poisoned with the vibes. Like the vibes is poison for some reason. Or
Nah, that's exactly how I low key imagined it. Like when I first heard your name, I was like, nah. Some people probably think he's sick with it or something like that.
Yeah, people be
Um,
calling me
but
toxic, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like people think people portray honest people as toxic these days because we don't hold our tongue. Like if I care about you, I'm going to tell you how I feel because I don't want you ever thinking I ain't never tell you how I felt or how I think you could be better or how I think you are doing good. You feel me? So,
Mhm.
uh,
Nah, you right on top with that. And I think that's pretty dope. So I know where you from. You from the
Harlem,
hood. Not only is it just the hood,
yeah,
but you from where a lot of legends are actually from, like right in the
yeah,
heart of it. So talk about
yeah.
it. Where you
Fact.
from, my brother?
I'm from I'm from
You
Uptown
ain't got to
Harlem.
give me your address if you
Yeah,
don't want
yeah,
to,
yeah.
but
I had to realize, like, 'cause I don't really. But no, no, no. I'm from Harlem, 143rd. I'm originally from between 143rd and 142nd. Um, grew up in Drew Hamilton projects. If anybody know who the lynch mob is, that's where 42nd. That's 142nd Crown Square. You feel me?
mm,
And 143rd is one of those back blocks that just low key, but we still in the middle of it all. You feel me?
mhm.
40th Cameron and them where they from and shit like that. So little sneaky Jim, my mom used to date Cameron back in the day.
Mm.
Unfortunately,
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I understand.
word,
But that's dope
word,
though. That's
facts.
still dope. Believe it or not,
Yeah,
that's dope. Um, so how does that influence your style, like musically, personality wise, and everything in it? Like, do you feel like you kind of gotta like carry a legacy, or do you feel like I'm from Harlem, but I got my own story to tell?
at first I kind of was. I'm at first I was kind of like I gotta carry this Harlem shit. Like I'm a Harlem nigga. I'm fly. I know how to talk. But then
Hmm.
it was more. Then like I said, the older I got, the more I realized like certain things are just really trivial, bro. Like I'm not. I don't need to prove how flashy I am. I don't need to prove how fly I am because 9 times out of 10, when I walk in a room, somebody's complimenting me. So why do I have to keep saying it? Like who wants to? Like that's weird. That's a weird flex. You feel me? And at this point, I'm just now like I'm from Harlem, but I really got my own sound. Like not a lot. It's not really a lot. Well, there's a lot of people that sound like me now, but coming up, nobody sound like me. Like I was the only one like really rapping, singing, and mixing it up at the same time. So with little to no auto tune. You feel me? Niggas be using heavy on the auto tune these days. So it's like
Nah,
that's
that's
exactly what it
that's
is like.
That's interesting. That's really dope, honestly. Because that's one thing that I would say about you. You definitely, from all the like the Harlem artists that I listen to, and we're not just talking mainstream as
Right,
far as
right.
like Mac B,
Facts.
Cameron, and
Yeah.
all of them.
You talking about
Like
the shit niggas don't even know. Word.
yo, but it's like you really came on the scene with your own style, and you didn't change from that. You feel me? Like it's like
Yeah.
like yo, I rap, but this is how I rap.
Right, right, right,
Kind of
right.
thing. And I like that about you. And that's also what kept me into it because it's like me and you, we've done several shows, like several
Yeah.
shows. We've been on the road
Out of the
together.
city. Facts.
Yeah, we've done a
Facts.
lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's just dope that no matter where you went, you've always remained yourself.
Yeah.
You've always told your story, and you didn't really care who was watching,
And you
because it
know
was
what's
like,
so crazy about you saying that? Wait, say what you gonna say. I don't want to cut you off.
nah, it's all good. Um, but you just kind of like embraced who you were. You didn't even try to like do anything outside. Like, because a lot of people told me coming up, like even in the music
Yeah.
industry, like people say, "Yo, to go viral, you got to be different. You got to do
Right.
this. You got to do that." You didn't seem to care about none of that. You just say, "Yo,
Yeah.
I got this song right here, and I'm gonna perform it," and that's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Because honestly, it's my love. It's like my genuine love for music. Like I don't really care for the clout. Like I feel like at 30, I met you at 30 basically. So at 30, I'm just seeing so many like artists fold into what everybody wants them to be instead of being themselves. And then when they get on, they try to tell niggas to be themselves.
Yeah, wow.
Like I wanna completely be myself transparently through my whole career. I don't care how
Yep.
long it takes.
Yep.
So that was my
Now
demeanor for the most part.
that's deep. And I think that's what like again ultimately drew me into you, and like the reason why we still have a
Yeah,
lasting relationship. And
yeah,
that's
for
pretty dope
sure.
that you pointed that out, son. So it's actually, I think in about another week or so and a half, no, I'm sorry, in like another month or so, because I came back from London in November-ish.
Hmm.
So in about another month or so, it'll actually be 2 years that we've known each other. So that's pretty
Yeah,
dope.
facts, facts, facts.
That's really dope, and that kind of solidifies the importance of networking.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God.
and a segue into the next question. We've met a lot of artists throughout the more bookings events, and
Yeah.
a lot of people hear me mention that throughout this live because that's where we met. That's where we've
Like
done a lot of things.
facts.
So what was like the challenge for you, I guess, networking or like learning who to be around and who to stick around kind of thing. Like, and obviously it ties into like, staying true to yourself. So
Yeah.
what's the challenge you face in like networking?
The challenge I'm facing, it was more so like it was the more so like just me knowing people not being themselves, bro. Like I, I encourage people to be themselves completely, like to the fullest. Even if you seem to be like toxic, or even if you seem to be this and a third, like accept who you are, and don't try to people trying to sell me something. Let's just say that.
Mhm.
I would just really tired of people trying to sell me something. You can't sell somebody who genuinely love this shit. Something like you can't sell me nothing. Only thing you could do is either help me grow and get next to people that's gonna help me stick around, or you gonna keep using me for my dollar till I go
Mm,
broke. And
that's interesting.
yo,
That-
bro, we went on so many trips, yo, bro. And this is just like this me on saying that it's like we went on trips, and it was times where I was almost niggas wouldn't even notice. Like I almost didn't have no money. So and it was just like
Bro.
I'm sitting there battling myself like, damn, do I really want to do this? Like, do I really want to risk not being heard to end up broke? And then I got an apartment, you feel me? I got to take care of my rent. I got cable bill. You feel me? I'm not one of these. I'm a man. Like I'm a man who been on his own for 10 plus years since I was like 19, trying to figure it out on my own. Feel me? So it was times like that was hard, man. And it just you feel me? It just made me appreciate this shit for the most part. And that's
Yo,
what that networking shit is.
I'm glad you brought that up, honestly. So if I could talk my shit for a little bit,
As you
uh,
should.
you you hit something right on the nail, bro. We was doing this while we were broke, like going to different states and stuff, and
Facts.
like me being a person, because honestly, it was me and Erica Kane. We was at a show one day, and I think Scott pulled up, and he kind of like just mentioned that he was doing the North Side and the East Coast tours and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and Erica was standing next to me, and I just kind of like bumped her, like, and I was just like, "Yo, what if we go to like, the next show?" Because I think at the time he said he had New Jersey and he had PA on the map. So
Yeah.
I was saying to her like, "Yo, you want to go to the New Jersey show?" And from there, she kind of like was just saying like, because mind you, I didn't know Erica from a hole in the wall. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
how I started talking to her was that she did a verse to the Lemon Pepper beat, and I already had a freestyle to it. So like that
Yeah.
was like
Nah, I
our
remember,
connecting point.
nah, facts. I
Yeah.
remember you kind of brought that up for sure already.
Yeah, so like like just being next to her at so many shows and just like because again I've always been like super low key, like never low key and introverted. I just never wanted to really talk to people, and it wasn't like I don't
Yeah.
like people, but it was like I just don't know how to talk to
You know
people.
what?
We're gonna get on that in a second. We're
You
gonna
know
get on
what?
that in
You
a
know
second,
what?
but
So I wanna. Well, I bet we're gonna get on that. Facts. Facts.
yeah, we're gonna get on that for sure. But yeah, like just asking her, and then I think she introduced the topic of like her having a car, but it wasn't. I'm gonna just speak on the truth because
Yeah. Yeah.
I might get her on the show. Maybe she can elaborate on it further.
Yeah.
But she didn't. I think her license was suspended or something like that, so she was scared to drive or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was
Facts.
driving,
I don't think it was
but
this. I don't
then
know. I don't know exact situation, but I remember that. Like I remember she was scared to drive because of the situation.
yeah.
Facts.
So that's
I
where
remember
the
that.
idea came with getting the rental. And then with getting the rental, it was kind of like, yo, who else can we bring along? You know, and then there were people like you, there was Shimi Hunters,
Yeah, facts.
there was a bunch of names, you know, and we all cohesively, whether we were broke or we were getting
Facts.
money, we all put
Nigga
in.
made it happen. We
Yo,
made
we just really
that
didn't
shit
have it, bro. And it
happen.
was like how we all somehow made it happen. Like we went to so many shows, like and it was just dope, like because we was all riding in
Yeah.
unison.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty dope. But speaking on the same thing, what were your challenges of being on the road? What are some things that you witnessed that was kind of like, you know what, when I get to a certain level in my career, I'm not gonna do this, or I'm gonna model this, or so. What are some things you learned from being on the road with other artists?
Um, for the most part, being able being able to at least n- not be a liability. You feel me? Like it's certain times where you could just tell, like, you know, like I said, some of us was we like, you know, I had the weed, right? It was a time where, remember, I had bought weed with us just so I could get some money while we was on road. You feel me? Somebody might need some weed,
Hmm.
$20. So it's just like, it was just times where I'm like seeing certain things, and as men, I'm and it was mostly men. So I can't, Erica and the other girl that was with the homie, I don't want to say too many names, but
It's all good.
homie boy, his girlfriend,
It's all good. I
and,
know what you're talking about.
and it's shit like that too. I don't like when people bring like, if you're gonna bring your partner with you, leave your shit at home. Like, don't bring none of that energy with you. Like, and don't be weird when you with the person you're comfortable with, because the people that you're not used to that's around you might peep some shit and might want to knock you the fuck out. And that's where like and that's where I'll be like, that's where it kind of get crazy, because we just gotta set boundaries. And
Yeah.
and can I say one more thing too? It
Go
was a
ahead. Go
time.
ahead.
It was a time where we had to get the room, niggas, to either somebody was gonna take a shower or whatever. Remember that situation? It was times where niggas made a woman uncomfortable. Let me just say that niggas made a woman uncomfortable doing some weird shit, and it's just like that right there is detrimental, because I'm a protector of like women. Like, I love women, even
Right.
though the women we deal with sometimes we think you don't love them or stuff like that.
No, I feel that. I feel that.
but but I love women. I cater. I do everything I do to help to show my moms at the least that women are cared for by us men. You feel
Hmm.
me? So
Yep.
shit like that
Nah,
for the
that's
most part.
beautiful. That's beautiful. And yo, to piggyback off of that, that was an interesting moment
Yeah.
because I think that was like one of the only shows out of all the stops that we made to where we was like, you know what, let's get a hotel. You know, so yo, nah, that man, that was a day, bro. I feel like
Yo, bro,
everybody
that
was on one that day, bro. So that was wow, that was a day.
it, and it was because we was all in that. Yo, it's so funny that, the funniest part was when I hopped in the back. Like, niggas said, "Oh, what? Nobody back here? It's over.
No,
Y'all niggas can
I think this was in the trunk, bro.
y'all niggas can stay up there. I'm comfortable back here." And that was
Yo.
me. That was me knowing myself. Like, I know I'm not really accustomed to. I was an introvert. You feel me? I was
Right.
super introverted. I didn't have my. I was coming out of just a fucked up relationship. My I was kind of losing myself before I got back into performing. So me and y'all was kind of a breath of fresh air, because I'm allowing myself to embrace people. You feel me? Embrace people that I don't know without judging them, without until the act. You feel me? Until something happen, I ain't got no reason to judge you. So that was just my mindset with that shit, and I became more of an ambivert. I don't know if you know what that is, but I
Oh,
became.
I know, bro. That's
Oh,
me.
all right,
Like, I
all right.
stopped
So
using
yeah,
the word introvert
me
once I
too,
knew what that meant.
me too. I don't use extrovert. I don't use introvert. I just use ambivert, because I know I could control both sides. Like,
Hmm.
I could. If I want to tell you some shit, I will tell you. But if you give me the reason to just hold my tongue, I will hold my tongue. Because
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
abusive. I'm not abusive. Like, I'm not abusive or manipulator. So, what?
And I could attest to that. So, for those that don't know what an ambivert is, it's basically a balance between an introvert and an extrovert. It's like you want to come outside, but you also want to stay home.
So,
You know, you want to get to know this person, but you also rather like stay to
so
yourself.
yeah,
Like you want to wear this
facts.
outfit, but you don't want the attention that comes with it. That's what an ambivert is. It's
Facts.
basically just battling the balance, you know, and
Yup.
finding your lane within that balance. So if anyone ever like felt like they were that kind of person, you're
That's
an
what.
ambivert.
Yeah, exactly. You
Word.
are.
But no, that's an interesting word, and a lot of people don't even know what
They
that
don't.
is. So,
They don't.
thank you for bringing that up, for sure.
Word. Yeah,
So to
no.
get back to our networking thing, what stuck out to me was that every time I saw you at a show, I've always reached out to you and I've always like said something to you, but you've also returned that same energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, how and to further on that, sorry, before I get into the question, um, not only did you come through and perform, but it was like there were certain shows where it's like we would learn the words to your songs and we're singing along to your songs and
Yeah,
like you're stepping in the crowd because like you're comfortable with us.
yeah,
And you've also I don't know if you still do it now, but you've done like your own little talk series where you would interview artists after a show and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Facts.
So
So that's fine that you put that up. Go ahead.
yes. So the question is, how important to you was it to network and to like establish those connections and like in a sense to like further your career? Like how important do you think that was?
It was super important because I truly believe that if we, like I said, I do this shit genuinely for the music, and I'm learning people through their music. Like, I'm hearing, I'm hearing, I'm hearing cries for help. I'm hearing proud people. I'm hearing toxic people, and
Mm,
and some of this stuff is coming from people who learned their lesson, and then some of it is coming from people who are manipulators. You feel me? And in between
mm-hmm,
those things, in between just that stuff and and just seeing just how I see it, I learned that just knowing how to just use your words is going to be able to just bring similarities or compatibility with people around you because going people going to be end up realizing they're more compatible around you. They're going to be trying to get next to you. They're going to try to get next to somebody like you, even if they don't understand that they're compatible with you as an entity, as a person, as an energy. You feel me? So, and I was just gaining mad, just like I was just
mm,
everything was just attracting to me, bro. It's one of those things where you know your power, but you fighting whether or not you want to be the like I said, like I just said earlier, you could either get the clout and then start moving weird and then try to tell people be themselves, or you can actually be yourself. And I just like, yo, just troop it, fuck it. If I don't want to say that because that might fuck up my chances. But if say like a certain like media a media outlet was hosting one of these shows, one of these performances, am I am I doing this to get them to really walk up to me, or am I doing this for them to genuinely be like, nah, this nigga is a dope ass artist, and I take my hat off to people like um Krista B, Genuine Beauty, and even OG Gay Nay.
mm,
She
mm.
even was giving, you feel me? Her energy was just showing me like when I'm performing certain songs that I didn't even drop. I was performing songs that I didn't even drop, bro. And I was just getting this, like you said, this energy where I could put myself in the crowd and walk between people with feeling accepted and feeling like comfortable. I was feeling super comfortable
Mm.
through all
That,
that.
that's interesting you say that. Um, and one of the people that you brought up to connect the dots was OG Gay.
Yeah,
So if anyone's never done a more booking event, if they don't know Hot 97, or if they just simply don't know OG Gay, I wouldn't give her flowers. So I think
facts,
the
facts.
show, or maybe two shows before I met you, I was at Kingdom Lounge, and I literally, I want to say like 2 days, 3 days ago, I had just got back from London, and I
Mm,
seen that that Mo Bookings was doing a show, so I just randomly showed up. Like I haven't been there since 2019 because I was doing it since 2019, but then the pandemic. So I
Yeah.
didn't know what they were doing after that. And this was my first show in those 2 years. And to say that, I mean, I say that to say that they had a, so meeting, I think L'Oreal Lucci was the host for that show. Gay Nay, OG Gay
Mm.
Nay just kind of showed up. Yeah, she just showed up like randomly. She wasn't even hosting.
Playful.
Um, yeah, but she came in like maybe two artists before I performed, and after I performed, because I performed Get High and I also did Top 50. But with both
Mm-hmm.
shows, I kind of like, well, for Top 50, I stopped in the middle of it because it was like I was trying to make sure I had people's attention. And if anyone doesn't know, the Top
Yeah.
50 is where I talk about, I'm basically telling a story but using the names of other rappers.
Right,
Um,
right, right, right.
yeah, but
Right.
I stopped halfway through it because it was like I wanted to make sure, like, yo, I got your attention now. All right, let's do Get High.
Yes.
And then
That's
Black
smart. That's
Friday,
actually
not
smart.
not Black Friday, sorry. That's another DJ. Shout out to DJ Black Friday. But DJ Blackout,
Mm-hmm.
he was a DJ for that event. And what he did was when I got to the part where I'm like going into the first hook where I'm like the weed got me high, got me feeling like a pilot.
Yeah.
I never spoke to this man a day in my life. You feel me? So for him to cut the beat right at that part and then it goes into the hook, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
confused because it was like that's what I always wanted someone to do,
This
but I
dude.
never had a conversation with him, and he just
Oh
did it off the
man,
rip. So when he did
I
it, it threw
understand.
me all the way off. So I stopped
Yeah.
and I'm looking back at him like, yo, what happened? So
You
then
know
he
what I
drops
like
the
about
beat
that?
again, like right on cue, and I'm like,
You
oh
know, you know
shit.
what I like about
So
that? That's so
after that,
genuine. That's
huh?
so genuine. I said it's so genuine. Like
Real
that's
shit.
like I feel you. I understand.
Real shit. So then after I finished performing, OG, literally right after I gave the mic back to L'Oreal Lucci, she pulled up on me like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
why you didn't finish your song? Like she pressed me. And I was like, oh shit. Like I didn't know that I was being watched like that. And she was like, nah, that
Word.
shit was fire. Both songs, you should have never stopped. You should have kept going. Next time you
Yeah.
perform, get this shit going. And ironically, she was the host for the next few shows. So it was kind of like,
Mm.
again, like you said, having that comfortable energy around you was
Yeah.
like, yo, now I'm necessarily, but it's like, yo, this person told me I'm dope. I already knew I was dope, and I didn't need the validation,
Right.
but because someone else said it, I'm outside. Like,
Right. Right.
so nah,
Right.
that's definitely beautiful. That you've learned how to deal with the energies that you get, how to be in a
Yeah.
room full of people, whether you are a fan of them or not, or whether you feel comfortable or not. You've learned how to just get your shit off and remain grounded rather than just saying, yo, I'm
Yeah.
performing, look at me, and then like leaving
Right. Right.
after. Because you stay to the end
Right.
of events too. Like you stay to the end.
It
So
was times when
yeah,
I was the
nah,
last nigga
that's
performing, bro. And those
bro,
shits, yo, bro.
bro, what,
I swear, them shits. I was really on. Yo, yo. When we was in Jersey, I don't know. Was you there in Jersey when I blacked
I
out? And I
was,
was like, and if
I
any of y'all
was.
niggas leave, don't shake my hand after y'all see me. I don't like. I'm not with none of that fake shit. Like
No,
y'all
I
want
was
to,
there.
y'all don't act like all that acting shit. People be acting like they want to stay. They like. That's what I'm saying. Like at them shits was that certain shit was just. I would just like it's not genuine. It's not feeling genuine. Like everybody just trying to get seen and then fake show love just to get a fan. It's like I
Just to get a
couldn't do
fan.
that. Like I remember when yo bro, this random shit, this was one of the hardest parts of growing in this industry in this doing this music shit. When I made my hoodies and people was acting weird about copping them, but I could see everybody copying everybody else shit. And I'm like how y'all fuck with me? But then I'm just like, okay, I'm seeing what it is. It's so for some people it's an arms race. For me,
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck because I'm more talented than a lot of people. Like I edit my own videos. I could literally shoot my own video right now. Like literally, bro. If me showing you this right here, look,
You got
I'm
the
literally
equipment.
just
You
like
got
I'm literally just getting
the
finished.
equipment.
I'm literally just getting finished doing a reintroduction video of myself because I felt like even though I met y'all and I've always been confident and outspoken and not not all the way sure about myself, but most times than not, I was sure about what I was doing or saying. I was going through something. You feel me? I wasn't even aware of a lot of things that was going on. Like that's why I talk so heavy to people. Like some people didn't like the way I talk to them. I'm like, I don't like the way I talk to you, but I can't control it right now. You either hear me, and understand, or you just don't talk to me at all. And just like I hear you and understand you when you saying some dumb shit. You feel me? A lot of niggas was out here saying dumb shit. Niggas out here thinking they could sing and shit. Niggas out here taking off their clothes and thinking they're the sexiest niggas alive. Kings of R&B type head ass niggas. So it's just like
Yeah,
all love
I
though.
thought about maybe 2 or 3 people right now, but only one person stuck in my mind, son. But go ahead, go ahead.
But that's it. Like all that type of energy is like come on, that energy. When you got that energy, but you can't take the way I talk, it's just like I started learning like, damn, I wasn't aware of how I was talking to people. So maybe that scared people and made them think that I was like against them sometimes. But whole time is alright though, cause like I said, I was dealing with shit and I was not aware. Like I had to really had to step away. That's why niggas want to see me perform and stuff like that. Like I was scared that I was gonna hurt somebody, bro. Like
Yo, I don't know what's in the air today, man, but y'all beating me to my questions, man. Go ahead.
wait, what's the question?
So I was gonna say that I don't really see you perform a lot. Even when we was doing all
Yeah.
the shows, I don't really see you at the shows. Like, I mean, and this is another thing we're gonna get into pretty much after this, but
Mm-hmm.
even when we were like chromosomes, like you barely popped out the shows, and it wasn't like
Yeah.
I'm not coming to the show because I don't want to be at the show. It was more so like it felt like there was a reason why you wasn't coming to the
Yeah.
shows. And
Yeah.
and not only did you have a reason, but it actually made sense.
Yeah.
Now, to a lot of us on the outside looking in, we might be like, oh, he's just making excuses. Oh, he's not passionate.
Of
Oh, it
course.
could be a number of things,
Of
but
course. Yeah. Facts.
you were the ground on that. So talk about that. How come you didn't
Yeah.
come to shows a lot? How come you didn't really like pop out to every scene, even though it looked promising or it looked like, you feel me, you might have
Yeah.
missed out in the after effects? Talk about that.
Yeah. Like I said, if any it's things like that make me do what I do. Like people already assuming that they know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's like oh
Word.
times where I'm just like if I could do this and people because I already think like I used to think like that. Like I used to think this nigga making excuses, this thing, but then I started reflecting in the mirror and like I'm going through shit. I'm not running away from none of that. I could do this shit all the time. You see, because once you know to wrap it up shit. Who look my my people that's my people shit. The wrap it up shit. I already know where I'm headed. My people already got shit going on. You feel me? We putting on for the culture already on my side. So if I'm not somewhere, it's because I'm protecting my energy. I'm protecting my energy so I don't have to disturb nobody else's. You feel me? I don't want nobody trying to like baby me. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, it's gonna be all right. We good. I don't want that. That's just I don't need that. That's what I don't want to say women need, but that's what they like. Like they want somebody to be like, it's gonna be all right. We good. Come on. I don't need that. I know realistically I'm gonna be all right. I need to know if everything is genuine. Like if this shit is genuine, cause I'm gonna genuinely fuck some shit up. If it's not, you feel me? So it's like we gotta we
That's
gotta we
deep.
gotta make sure we gotta make sure we gotta make sure we mentally able to go where we want to go. Like being in places like that. I'm a conscious man. I'm a conscious man.
Nah. I noticed that by knowing you, like over time, I've realized that you play chess, bro. You play chess a lot.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. And I try not to.
but
That's
I,
crazy shit.
I, I got a devil's advocate that question because I'm kind of curious to know, and I go through the feeling myself too. But is there ever a time where, like, let's just say, as you know, I'm someone when I go to a show, I'm posting every single artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll show the crowd maybe once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a time where, like, let's just say you wanted to go to a show, you peep someone's story, yourself in the face because it's like, damn, I should have been there. Like, and it's not even like a case of like FOMO, fear of missing out, but it's more
Right,
like,
right,
damn, I'm pushing this Mama Cedar record, or yo,
right,
like,
right,
you know,
right.
I'm trying to sell my hoodies, or yo, I want to
Right.
get more people for my interviews. Like, is there a time when you felt like, damn, I really should have popped out because certain people were there,
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Nah, for sure. For sure. I've definitely been in that space. For sure, because there was times where
I'm not sure.
it was times where I would have made it somewhere, but life didn't let me get there. And I'll watch it and be like, damn, like I wanted to go here, but like I said, I can't force myself to do something I can't afford to do. You feel me? I don't care if it just costs $20. Are you just gonna give me that just $20? It's just $20, right? So let me just get it from you. So I don't want to be doing that. And it's like I'd rather just be honest with myself and take the L on the hop than go get a W somewhere else. Because once I get one big win, bro, it's gonna be win after win after win. Because I'm really like a crackhead when it comes to this creativity shit. Don't give me a mushroom. Don't give me a shroom. Don't give me a shroom. I'm gonna go to.
I actually took one before the interview.
Oh shit! I'm about to go to the studio. I'm gonna take one before I go to the studio. You feel me? Like,
But nah, for real. I mean, I've definitely experienced that a few times, and more so recently too. And my follow-up question to that, do it be like a gut feeling kind of thing? Like when you, I guess, have this feeling where it's like, damn, I should have been there. Is it like a gut feeling? Is it like let's just say, for example, you saw me post a flyer, you were just like, damn, I can't make it to the show. And then when you see like footage, you're like, oh, fuck, I should have went. Like, is it like a gut feeling kind of thing? Do you sometimes be like, damn, I should listen to myself? Yeah.
sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I get that way sometimes. I think that's inevitable when it comes to like knowing what we could get out of being around certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
I think it inevitably happens for sure. But yeah, I've definitely been there for sure.
Nah, that's dope.
It's
That's
definitely been
dope.
a gut thing for sure.
Yeah, no, I feel you because I battle with myself a lot of times, man, where I'm just like, damn, I should have went there, or damn, I shouldn't have done that, or
But
damn, I shouldn't have spoke to this person.
unfortunately, that's our battle. Like, unfortunately, and this is the real life part about it. Us black men,
Mm-hmm.
we gonna go through that because we used to that shit, bro. It's like now I'm trying to be unused to certain shit. Like, all right, I was used to that. Let's do it this way. Feel me? Like, just for an example, I had the last girl I was talking to. We you know how sometimes you may not like be able to like. Some people love so fast that
Mm-hmm.
when you're patient, that your patience seems too late.
That's
Like when you
interesting. Talk about that.
when you don't rush. Like, I don't rush into things. I don't rush into relationships.
Right, right.
It's not going. I don't fall in love in 3-4 months. I don't fall in love in 5 months. It might take 7 months to a year. You feel me? Because I gotta know
Yeah.
my mind is right. You feel me? I gotta know that. I gotta know I could keep us stable. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Cause if I date somebody, I'm dating for future. Like, I'm not dating to be out here slinging dick, bro. That shit is. I'm good. It's too much.
And
It's too much bull.
you hitting, bro. You preaching right now.
Nah, I just
No,
feel
I
it.
agree with you on that 100% because it's like, bro, and when I say preaching, bro, that either it means I want you to keep preaching or
Nah,
like
I
you're
know.
doing the right
I
thing.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah, fact.
100%.
You know what? Sometimes,
But
bro,
nah, yeah,
you gotta
definitely.
you gotta stop short. Sometimes you gotta stop short because you don't want to overtalk. Cause you might
Now
fuck
I
up.
feel that. With me, bro, you ain't gotta worry about that. Say exactly what's on your mind. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
But I agree with you 100%. And I'm definitely one of those people. You know, it might even take me more than a year. You know, because it's
yeah.
like for me, I'm just trying to understand you and to
Exactly.
my knowledge, you know, because we're from the traditional age to where it's like, you know, marriage and keys to the street. What's up, man? This guy has his own show and he's tuning into my show. Thank you,
Yeah,
man. I
facts. That's
appreciate that.
fire.
Um, but uh we all have this idea that like once we're in love, you know, everything is peaceful kind of thing. Like it's just that's
Yeah.
all that it is, you know? But like
Selfish
when you
thing.
actually get into it, yeah, when you actually get into it, it's kind of like, yo, I need to know who this person is because it's like I said, we come from the traditional era, so it's like when I was growing up, my mom had her partner, you know, her friend had their partner, and everyone
Yeah.
around us was in like they was either married or they had a whole family, like their family knew
Type
like a
shit.
credit line or like families and just
Yeah.
sticking together and being and enriching each other with knowledge was the thing, you know.
Right, right,
So
right.
I look at it now today, like I've been in a few relationships and it's kind of like I don't get what I saw myself coming up with. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my mom and her partner at the time, you
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
They showed each other a
I
certain level of
understand.
love, you know what I'm saying? The lady down the
Yeah.
block that went to church with her kids, they had a certain level of chemistry and organization. It's
Yo,
like,
appreciate
yeah, like
that follow.
we
I don't
don't
know.
we don't be on the same page anymore with this whole
Yeah,
relationship shit. And it's kind of like,
but
damn, son, like how sorry,
but
damn,
it's
I'm shaking.
unfortunate. Let me tell you, it's unfortunate because like for with this, what I'm gonna start doing. Like I said, I already put out. I'm gonna put out the introduction video. I want to start. I'm trying to build a more um less. I'm trying to cancel toxic culture. Let's just say that. Cause I'm
Hmm.
honestly I don't like arguing. I don't like arguing with my like with the girl I date. Like if I'm dating you, I don't want to argue
Sure.
with you all day. Cause you just probably don't understand. You just comparing me to everybody else. That's why we're arguing. That's why you're combative because you think it's gonna go in the same way that it went with this person. Whole time
Hmm.
you just seeing a version of me that you've seen in somebody for a second, but you're not getting to know
Hmm.
me. So that's why I was saying about the rushing in, because I want to like it's like we got to start. If okay, cool. If I'm not in a relationship, I got the whole, I got space to talk about this stuff because it's going to help people who like me. You know, women who like men like me, women who say, oh, you a man's man, like you masculine. Women who do that, that's that way I could give them, the vibes. I'm trying to be able to give these gems and that we could get more people agreeing, disagreeing to find a middle ground.
Hmm.
And that's what that's just my mission. Like, because like I said, I don't talk down on women. I talk down. Matter of fact, I don't talk down on women. I talk down on women that ain't shit. I also talk down on men that ain't shit because men out here
I
making
feel
us
that.
look bad. You feel me? So it's like everybody could get, everybody can get these words. It's equal rights for everybody.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm trying to change people's perspective because everybody keep posting these memes and these quotes and can't even live up to those memes and quotes that they see. You feel me? No, people acting like they genuine, but you love me under conditions. How you love me under conditions and you genuine? That don't make sense.
It don't. And
So
I agree with you. Um, as much as I find solace in the memes, I'm also like it's a double-edged sword with me
so
because it's like
yep,
yeah, just like you said, a lot of people don't really live by what they're sharing on social media. So it's like,
yeah,
bruh, like 'cause one thing about me is that and I've dated a person who kind of was like in the meme culture, and it was like they was always sharing these posts, and I like for me it was like, yo, this is so relatable, yo, I like this person because they like right on the same page as me, and then
type
dating
shit.
them, it's just kind of
Yeah,
like, yeah, like you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, so the first thing you do is grab your phone and share a
it's
meme, like you're not even about that life, like, oh damn,
like
you know, so yeah, nah, that ultimately opened my eyes to like really understanding people that you're being with, you know, because it's like anyone can hide behind a keyboard, anyone can hide
yep,
behind a screen, anyone can put
facts.
on makeup and be a different person, like, you know, but like once you understand people, when it rains, when it snows, when they're happy, when they're sad, when they
That's a
dress nice, when they dress
fact.
fun, that shit is unmatched. Like you just
Yep.
so Nah, that's really dope, man. And I'm glad for you as an adult, as a human, like reaching that point in your life to where you can decipher like what's for and
Yeah,
what's not for
yeah, I
you.
appreciate that. I
And
appreciate that for
albeit
real.
we're still figuring it out, but kudos to you, brother, because that's a journey.
Nah, it is for sure, bro. Trust me, I'm gonna be 32 next year, bro. This shit is
Yo.
nigga don't look 32. That's the
It's
crazy
crazy
shit.
every time I hear someone say that because it's like, damn, son, we really reaching that point in our life to where like either we're seeing gray hairs or we're starting to have certain thoughts and it makes
Thoughts,
us
oh my,
sound as
or
old as we
or
are
certain
because it's
shit,
like, damn, like
or we tired of certain shit. Like,
yeah, no, for really that part, that part. We're tired of shit, like for real. Like me personally, yes, so I agree with you.
yeah, like
Um,
I
go ahead,
don't be with
sorry.
it. No, I'm just saying I don't be with it no more with none of this like certain little shit.
Mm,
Should be so
mm,
trivial as a motherfucker.
agree with you. So I want to highlight. Um, I like to do this for like an hour and long. Right now we have like 40 something minutes.
Okay, that's valid.
No rush, no rush. You know, I don't mind like going over an hour, but try not to overdo it. But well,
Got
for
you.
me, I try not to overdo it. But I want to highlight that you do different things. And you mentioned one of them. You do like editing. Hold on, I got my phone hooked up to the charger, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't call.
Yes, sir, Chris Wells, my boy.
Chris Welch is without Mixy.
Missy.
But yo, you also do like filming, photography,
Yeah.
so to speak. You do editing, and you also landed a spot on DTF Radio. Networking is the
Yes.
key to
Oh, yeah.
success, correct?
Yes, sir. She.
Yes. So, talk about your role on that. Like, you know, how'd you get involved with that, and how do you like doing it? Like, what's your purpose with that? Like, you know, how do you live your best life through doing that? Because that's a whole different lane.
Right. It is. It is. For the most part, it's so like I'm a multifaceted dude. So it's not like music is just one part of me. Like it's like a hobby that I'm just good at. That could work out, but I'm actually pretty good at a lot of other shit. So it's like when it comes to hosting, I feel like I'm well spoken. I feel like I speak well from for somebody who grew up in an environment of just not being able to talk or express themselves well. Because people even think I don't know how to express myself because I don't. Like I choose not to
Mm,
do it with certain people.
understood.
It's like I don't need to express myself to you. Like especially if it's not benefiting me. If I express myself to you and I'm still sad,
Yo, what? Say that again, please, one more time, because that just hit
or
hard. Say that one more time.
if I really express myself to you and I'm still sad, did what did I just do that for? So it's like nah, I'm gonna just speak when I need to speak. And the radio shit, Tati. Before I even keep talking about that, shout out to Tati, Goodies with Tati. If y'all don't know,
Mm,
facts. If y'all don't know Goodies with Tati, that's she the main host. She the one who got us the spot with, and she respected how I'm able to talk and how I'm able to engage with guests. That she just made me a co-host and was like, and it expanded my way of just talking and being embracing to people, hearing people, because it's like you got to be able to hear people in order to be a host or
mm.
interviewer, somebody that's interviewing people. So it's like that shit was a dope experience. It was definitely something that I'm gonna continue to keep trying to get into, and that's why I do the shit I'm doing right now. Like we said, the shit what you're doing right now, that's we point like trying to be able to be more vocal and be more
Mhm.
proactive. That's what made that's really what I got out of that for sure.
Nah, that's dope. So do you see yourself doing like your own radio shows or podcasts or any of that?
Nah, yeah, for sure. Um, so I'm gonna just say it here first, just in case niggas. I got some shit that I'm working on. I already told you, matter of fact.
You did.
Got some shit
You did.
called.
You put me on.
It's called What's the Vibes. It's called What's the Vibes. I'm gonna get you. You gonna be my next person I got to get on it. I'm having something between the 29th and the 31st. I don't know which day exactly, but I'm trying to have like a little listening party, sneaky listening party, and I'm gonna,
Okay.
y'all gonna hear what I've been working on. That's why I'm so to myself, because people would think you're not working, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, don't see me,
I'm one of
and then you said
those
this to this
people.
nigga.
I'm one of those people.
You feel me?
I'm
Like,
just gonna let you know that I ain't hear nothing from you in a minute. So yeah, I mean,
which
what
is
I
which is
appreciate is
fair.
that you, like, I mean, you posted to your page, but you directly send me stuff that you're working
Yeah,
on or that you're
yeah,
like. So I
and
like that about you.
you
So I
know why,
appreciate
but you
that.
know why I respect you saying that, because you started off. I don't want to say a fan, but a supporter. Like, you really listened to my shit. Like,
Yeah,
you wasn't just like this nigga's nice, and
yeah,
just not even tap in. You tapped into shit that niggas don't even know about, bro. Like,
yeah.
niggas,
Oh,
niggas don't listen to rap, like, bro. Like, you heard me rapping it, and you knew the song off just, you remembered the name of the song. So that told me you be listening, and then you told me, we spoke about certain shit. You be telling me certain shit that I say in my music. So it might go over somebody's head, but you'll hear it, and I'll be like, all right, that's why. So that's why I respect you saying what you just said. Like, you
nah, real
slacking, bro.
talk,
You slacking. That's
bro.
basically what you said.
Real talk, bro. Honestly, and I felt like a creep for it after a while, but then I started just kind of like train myself to think like, nah, you're not creeping, like you're in tune,
Yeah,
But I watch every, like, I
you.
kid you, bro. If I can't make this up, but I watch everybody's story. If I click on somebody's name, I go through the whole shit until I get to
Me
the end. And
too.
if
Me
it
too. Me
refresh,
too.
I might get a little discouraged and distracted. I might want to go do something else, but I'll come
Mm-hmm.
right back and watch everybody's story.
Yeah,
And not just
yeah.
one section of it. I'm watching every little slide that you
But
post.
you really
And
you a connoisseur. Like, you you really absorb everything you seeing, bro. Like, you don't just watch. You literally like learn from what you watch and from what I know, bro. Cause you hit me up and we talk, and I'd be like, oh no, this nigga really caught what I was saying. What the fuck, like.
nah, real talk,
So
bro.
word.
Real talk. Everything from like your opinions to like your spelling mistakes to everything, bro. Like I'll be
Yeah,
watching,
yo,
I'm like, yo, you
facts,
know what?
facts,
So,
facts.
and not for nothing, a lot of people take that offensive because it's like I really be watching, and it's like me
Yeah, yeah,
personally, I just kind of want to understand you. So it's not just about
yeah,
like a girlfriend or getting into marriage, but when I say understand a person, I want to understand everybody. Like if I'm
yeah.
interacting with you, I want to know who you are, how you operate, and why you operate that way. Even if
Right,
you don't got an
right.
answer, I still want to know. You know what I'm saying? So that's
That's a
how I
fact.
move, honestly. Like I really just ultimately want to get to know people,
And that's really
and
genuine.
also I again
That's
like
real genuine.
I come from like being the black sheep, so to speak, so I felt like I wasn't understood in a lot of situations, so that's why I
Fuck
look
that.
at other people that kind of way, like the black sheep, like yo, tell me what makes you you, kind of thing. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
nah, for real, that's beautiful, honestly. And I think that you gotta just work at your own pace. So that's what I salute you for ultimately,
yeah,
because you work at your own pace. So it's not even like a damn 3 years passed or a damn I ain't done a show in X amount of months, or it's more like a yo, when Poison ready to work, Poison gonna work. When Poison gonna
yeah.
distribute something, Poison gonna do
He
it.
gonna
Like, you know what I'm
distribute.
saying? So I
Word.
think that's a beautiful thing that you do, that you work on your own time. Like
Yeah,
that's
for
dope.
sure. Cause I feel like we lose ourselves and we start losing our mind when we working on everybody else's time. That shit is
Mm,
like I start questioning, am I worth it, because I'm working on everybody else's time. Like like I know what I'm worth. So why my question is, because people like, yo, you're not working fast enough. You're not working fast enough. But if I take my time, be patient, and that thing that I work on go from here to here,
mm.
what you gonna say then? Because because
Shit.
while you was right here and I was right here, I went here and you still here. So it's like cool. I'll take the patient route for sure. Because by the time I'm 50, I'm gonna do everything I wanted to do in life. I promise you,
Yo,
that's the goal. Like,
that's
by
deep.
the time I'm 50, I'm doing everything I want to do. Not
That's
gonna lie.
deep. That's deep.
Word.
So there's a
I ain't got
line
no
that I
kid right
put
now.
in one of my.
I'm gonna have a kid
Sorry.
some one day. I ain't got no kid right now, but I'm gonna have a kid before I'm 50. I guarantee it. I promise you.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
dope, man. That's dope. And I got a line in one of my songs, and it goes, if we in the same room, that means we can't compare. So this is on a new album coming out. But that line is basically so like uh I'm gonna ask that question. That's a good question, Payne. I
That,
appreciate you.
that is a good question.
Um
I got a good answer for that too.
yeah, I got you. I'm gonna ask it like so people can, whoever's not looking at the comments or whatever. But um ultimately, again, it's kind of like ties into the whole FOMO thing, like fear of missing out. Like sometimes you see people elevate in a certain sense.
Mm-hmm.
I personally just kind of like thought about it like if you're, how can I say it? It's like if you're doing your thing, right, and I'm doing my thing at my own pace. Like right now, this album I'm about to put out, it's been a 5 year gap in between albums. But if anyone's been following me, I've been performing
Right.
at shows, I've done
Yeah. Facts.
interviews, I've released
Mm-hmm.
singles. You know what I'm saying? I've done so
Features.
much shit in between the 5 years. So even if I didn't release music, I've done something to show you that
Yeah.
I'm still active. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
So, me personally, when I see like certain, and it'd be crazy too. Like, I'm gonna just shout out a name. It doesn't mean that he typically relates to this, but let's just say
Yeah.
Devi, for example, right? You see Devi
Mm-hmm.
gets radio play. You know what I'm saying? He goes to certain shows and there's like celebrities at the show and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I'm in the same room with Devi, I'm not looking at Devi as he's above me. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, we've both been working, so we're in the same room. That says something about our ethic.
On guard.
So
Fact.
leading into the next question, aka Payne's suggested
Yeah.
question, how do you feel, or do you feel like you owe your fans music within a certain amount of time, or is it all about pace and growth?
I feel like it's first about pace and growth, and then once I know who my fans is, then I make it about I make it about the within a certain time. Like if I know I got fans, you feel me? Like you are a supporter. Like I said, you're not a fan of me. Like you're like one of my peers, bro. Like so you want the best for me because you see my potential. I need to
Right.
see people like from West Bubblefuck. Like somebody matter of fact, this one chick from you remember that? You remember that lady that made I don't know if you remember when we went to I think PA, we had ran into some lady, some older lady, and she took my number, she took my information and shit. She got me booked in certain shit niggas don't even know about. You feel me? Industry shit
Are
too.
you talking about
Like she was
the tiny cupper? Because you came to a show over there, that little podcast show that we
nah.
used to do in Williamsburg.
Yeah, nah, not that. Nah. It's some lady named her name is I know I call her like Dama. Like they call her Dama. Um,
Mm,
but she knows a lot. Excuse me, she's connected, and
mm.
you know she was putting me on situations, and I'm just she's older. She's like 50s, maybe 60s, and she's
Right,
like, nah, I like your
right.
music. And that was another supporter. But if she wasn't that, if she was just somebody who was just like, yo, I like your music. I need more music, and it was like 10 to 20 more of her, then that time frame I would need to drop music in that time. Like if they ask me to, because I really genuinely want to do things for the fans that I know I have.
Okay, okay, I like that. And my guy
Word.
Payne is on fire, man. So he's gonna be on a future episode,
Mm-hmm.
actually. So I want you to tune in with that. He's actually a dope creative himself. He does so much
Yeah.
shit. Like it's hard to fucking name it. He does so much shit. But his
You
next
know what I'm
question
saying?
is, and we're gonna wrap this up soon. But so his next question is, would you at least leak something unreleased within a certain amount of time,
Yeah,
or
facts.
sorry,
For
is it
sure.
on you? Like I feel like all my supporters at least to drop a single. Okay, okay, okay. So do you feel like you owe something to the people that actually support you, or is it kind of like
Yeah,
a
yeah, facts.
whenever I'm ready, I'm
Facts.
ready?
Nah, facts. I like this is why I'm gonna drop I think I'm gonna drop a 4-song joint on Halloween
Mm.
because of niggas like
It's
you.
coming
You feel
up.
me?
That's close.
Yeah, facts.
Close.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. And it's because of people like you. Like when I'm sitting in my crib and his music, it's music that's really like bro, it's I gotta remember to
Mhm.
send you. I gotta send you my Google Drive shit so you can have my unreleased songs. But
Likewise, bro. I got some shit.
because
Likewise.
because you've been just having this conversation now, I always think about you in the back of my mind, like you one of the people that be on my neck, like yo, like this shit fire. Like, I could you don't want to ask me about my music, but I could feel it on you. So I'll be like, all right, like I gotta get some music out soon. So that's what made me like, yo, let me just get it. I ain't dropped no music for 2023 at all. So I said, yo, let me
Right.
do it Halloween. You feel me? And hopefully my supporters appreciate what I'm saying on these songs because it's coming from a black man and like from the heart. Like everything I'm saying is coming from like experiences. It's not something I'm not trying to even this not clout music. Let's just say that. This one of them for the real niggas, for the real ones, for the grown folks. Like, feel me? Word. This is the shit that Joe Budden wanted from Drake. Word.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh man. But no, I agree with you 100%. Payne being an instigator, he want to know if it's unreleased. Like, but no, I understand him though. I totally understand where he's coming from because it's like, again, like you just said, I'm not a fan, I'm a supporter. So it's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, Poison. I want to hear some shit before everyone else hear it. Like, what's up? Talk to me.
Yeah, thanks.
But nah, you
You.
just
I got you
say you're
ASAP.
gonna send me your drive. So yeah, do you do that for a lot of other people? Like, and it's not to say a lot as in like 10, 15 people, but is it like a
Mm-hmm.
small handful of people where you're just like, yo, you know what? Merry Christmas, bro. I know it's February. I know the sun just
I'm gonna
came
give you
out
the
and it's been
honest
70
truth.
degrees, but Merry
I'm gonna give you the
Christmas.
honest truth.
Like,
I'm gonna give you the honest truth, bro. You literally the first person, the only person that I just like that I'm about to give my Google Drive to so that you can have it. You get
appreciate
what I'm saying?
that.
So no, it's not a
Appreciate
lot of
that
people
word.
because I don't really have a lot of supporters that's loud supporters. You know, people
Understood.
people out here behind closed doors supporting you. Like like for instance, I'm not even gonna say no names, but I seen one of these artists at a show and we talking, and it just felt whack the way it was talking to me. Like they talking to me like yeah, it's good to see you, bro. Shit, a little minute. Then I'm like, nigga, what are you like? This shit ain't one of those niggas. Good to see you. What's up with you? You alright? Like, talk to me like a nigga, bro. Don't talk to me like you a businessman. It's not no bit. Like, I fuck with you. I fuck with you to the extent that we friends. So don't talk to me as if so certain shit like that. It just it don't make me want to. It don't make me feel like I got supporters enough to just give out like unreleased to niggas. You feel me?
Right.
Especially men. Most of my supporters are women. You feel me? And I don't think they really want to hear this shit I'm saying until it's released.
I feel
Word.
that. But all right, so I'm again playing devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been learning content creation, partially because of people like you. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
just give you your flowers on that. Because
Appreciate
like I
that.
said, every show you come to, you got your camera. That day, a love story. That was actually your birthday that day, and you were shooting interviews on your birthday. So
Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
kind of like this, like it plays in my mind, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta do
I'm gonna tell
more.
you the trick. I'm gonna tell you the trick about that. It was my 30th birthday, right? The
Hmm.
day I turned 30, I gave up birthdays. I gave up. Matter of fact, I gave up birthdays, holidays, shit like that. That shit is no longer important. Every single
I
day is
feel that.
important for me. Every single day is important for me. Um, so when I did that shit, I was like, even though it's my birthday, I do this shit for music. It's music's birthday. It's a music's
Hmm.
birthday. It's not just my birthday. And niggas was like, niggas didn't know me, bro. So niggas was celebrating me, bro. You feel me?
Right.
I'm like, bro, like, can I work?
Mm, I feel that.
but that type like, and even though some of that shit was like not genuine love, it was love for how talented I was versus love for the person.
Hmm.
I still embrace the just people because people are not embraced these days. You feel me? Like we come from community that's not embraced, bro. So I just try my best to just be that difference, and that's why on my birthday I did that. To be honest, word.
Nah, that's dope. That's ultimately dope. And Payne is right. You should pull up to the next collective because we did. Was that July? I don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. Sorry, but I think it was like the end of July-ish. And we was going into August where we did that. The collective experience. So we have an actual
Yeah.
EP where it's me, him, and like I think maybe 5 or 6 other artists, and we just
Oh,
did like a tape. So basically,
that's the
bro,
shit
the
that
shit we
rock.
used to do with Chromosome, the shit we used to do with Chromosome, when we
Yeah,
showed up to the studio,
yeah,
CC joint, and we all
yeah,
like was just recording music,
yeah,
just like that,
yeah.
basically. Like, um, so I ain't gonna lie, this is over a little hour. I don't care,
Yeah, me
honestly,
neither.
but I do want to
Yeah, me
talk
neither.
about this. I ain't gonna lie, this is something I definitely wanted to address with you. Uh, how did you feel being? I don't know if you ever been a part of a collective, but how did you feel being a part of like Chromosome, so to speak? Like, even
Yeah,
if you
so
didn't like
yeah.
have a full role. But how did you feel doing that? And like, what's your stance on collectives?
My stance on collectives is positive. I have positive stance on collectives, as long as nobody is power tripping. Because at the end of the
Mm,
day, no, I hate that I don't hate, but this shit is so funny that I I got this little switch. But if anybody is power tripping when it comes to these collective situations, I'll be ready to violate. Like, bro, who you talking to? You not like you can't do what I do. So
mm,
let's just be fair and hear everybody out and do stuff. So I've been a part of a collective. I'm still a part of a collective. You like, I don't know if
mm.
I like if I've been telling niggas that I came from
Nah,
one place in
you
Harlem, my
you just say
man's.
that. You said that to me. I understood that.
You feel me? So it's like it was times where it's like, yeah, I came from a collective and I seen shit fall apart. I seen shit not work out, but the when it comes to the chromosome thing, just to specifically speak on that and be super genuinely transparent with that, I just started seeing too much egos, too many egos, and not enough accountability taking or initiatives. Not enough people taking initiative to just be like, okay, this person can't do this. So if I got it, I could possibly help this person without needing anything in return. Because if we're a collective, we should be collectively helping each other. Like, so it's like, and then it was just, and then also it was just, it was too many people. It was too easily um joinable to an extent. To an extent. To an
Okay, we're
extent.
gonna talk
To an
about it.
extent.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
Because
talk about
I
it.
feel like I just feel like it was certain people that we moving like we you know how niggas got this image of how things should be. Like, say if we set up a meeting, we don't need everybody at the meeting. You don't need everybody at
Mhm.
meetings. You just need the leaders. You just need leaders at meetings, not niggas who want to be leaders. Like, not niggas who sit at the table hard up and can't even fully have a full conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying
No,
like, and I'm
no, I agree, bro. Like, yo, look at my face, nigga. I agree
yeah,
with
you
you,
feel me?
but and to speak on that, that's the reason why I asked you. And I'm gonna mention this, like when I get other members, like who was ever a part of that, I'm
Yeah,
gonna talk about it. So,
yeah.
cause I, like for me personally, I feel like we all just went our separate ways and no one actually spoke on it. So, not saying that I'm gonna use this platform to throw it out there,
But
but if I
that's
ever get
but
anyone from the collective, I'm gonna ask
I
about it, like
respect it.
how, you know.
Uh, and I'm gonna
But
support that shit. I'll fuck with you for that.
and, and I agree with what you were saying as far as like the egos were like very high, you know.
Yeah,
So for a lot of people that may not know, I actually started the chromosomes. It was actually me behind it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Facts.
I specifically were like kept on telling people I don't want to be a leader. Like I'm not the
Hmm.
leader of this because everyone coming to me like, yo, what do you think about doing this or how do you feel about that? And it was like for me. I didn't want to be overwhelmed with that responsibility of
Yeah,
looking after like
yeah.
15 other people. Because, like you said, it was easily joinable. Um, but a lot of people just kept asking me what was my opinion on it. And it was more so like, yo, if I agree with it, try and see if like 5 other people agree with it. Try and see if
True.
this person who doesn't really say much agrees with it, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
to speak on the whole easily joinable thing, I was always the person who was like, I don't mind having, let's just say, 8, 9 artists, but going over that was like too much. So
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time, and the thing was, it was like we were social media in real life. When we showed up
Facts.
to events and stuff like that, people wanted to
Facts.
join. It's like, so it was like the new
Facts.
Instagram, the new Threads, the new Twitter. Like everyone wanted to be a part of it because they saw that it looked big. Like we was going to shows, and even if we
E-
wasn't showing
Even
chromosomes,
even
we
niggas
showed
that
our
they lit now.
unions.
That's a fact. You're
Right.
not lying.
No, no, real shit. You said that too. Like we made a lot of people, like we birthed a lot of people like into
Yeah,
where
for
they are right
sure.
now. Even if they wasn't a part of what we were doing, we did
Yeah,
something
facts.
monumental in the short amount
They
of
fed
time
off
that we
that
were
energy.
together. Right.
Word.
So yeah, nah, I didn't agree with the whole everybody wanting to join, and I kid you not, bro. There was so many shows I went to where everyone was like, "Yo, so can I join Chromosome?" And I'm just like, I don't know, like, like I can't say, like, don't ask me, ask X, Y, and Z, and I think that's where the whole ego thing came in at, because everyone felt like they had to say so, and everyone felt like,
Yeah.
they could make certain moves. So I think
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
we really like fell apart at. So I agree with you on all of that, 100%.
Yeah, that's yeah. But I was pot. I had a pot. Like it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. It was
Nah, we
just.
had
I
some
feel like
good times, bro. Like some really,
yeah.
yeah.
So
I just think, if egos were like intact, we definitely could have. I mean, weren't intact. We definitely could have done a lot. Um,
niggas would have been to the moon already. I'll tell you that.
nah, I feel that. So look, we're gonna wrap this up here. I would love to have you on a future episode. Obviously, when
For
I
sure.
get better at interviewing people and come up with like different questions and stuff, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Um, but what I wanted to ask, and kind of to double off of Payne's question, not the
Mm-hmm.
recent question he asked, but uh, who are three people, just three, you don't got to think too hard about it. It could be like
Yeah.
out of a list of 10. Who are three people that
Okay.
inspire you to like really go hard? And they don't even have to be musicians or idols or
Yeah. Nah, I
celebrities
already
or,
understood that.
you know,
Facts.
yeah.
Um, three people. I'm gonna just say, obviously my 7 month old nephew. Tell you that.
Mhm.
Um,
I thought that was your son. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought you was putting a Drake on us and you was just introducing him into the world after, but that's your nephew. I get it.
a lot of people do it too, though.
Yo,
A lot of people
because
do
you
it.
just came out of
I,
nowhere, bro. Just one day you showed up like, yo, look at this baby. And it's like, what, nigga, who that? Like,
yeah, word. But that's really why I've been MIA but yeah, my nephew, my mom, and to be honest, to be honest,
mm.
um, I can't. I want to give it myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I look in the mirror. I look in the mirror,
Say that
and
again
I'm not.
loudly, please. Like, say it with more emphasis. Say it again with more emphasis. Because I preach this to a lot
Hold
of
on.
people and they be thinking I'm crazy when I say that. So say it
Let
again,
me go back
please.
to it. I got my nephew, my mom's, and myself, because I look in the mirror and I'm not where I want to be at. You feel me? And I'm content where I'm at because I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be at.
Hmm.
But I want to be further. I want to be further, and I look in the mirror and be like, yo, bro, you could be better. Like you could be better. And that's why you see me going to the gym whenever I get active. Like
Hmm.
if I'm not active, it's because I'm not motivated right now. But when I get
Hmm.
back in that gym all the time, I'm motivated and I'm realizing I look at myself in the mirror and be like, damn, nigga, you looking like man, you want to look like a superhero, nigga. Like, and I inspire myself. So out of them 10 names, out of the 10 names
Nah,
I thought about, those are three people. Word.
nah,
Me,
that's
myself, my
dope.
mom, my nephew. Word.
That's dope. That's dope. And a lot of people wouldn't even name themselves as an inspiration because, like for me personally, I'm glad you even said that because it's like a lot of people don't even realize how powerful they are
Oh
themselves. Like
yeah.
if they just apply themselves to a lot of different things, then
Uh,
like shit start rising. So I'm
have
glad you
faith.
definitely named yourself.
Have have faith in yourself. That's like if it's one thing I'm gonna if I could end it off with saying like I have faith in myself. I love myself, and and I just believe in improving in life, bro. What the best peace of mind is the improvement you made from yesterday when you was
Do you talk to yourself in the mirror, by the way? I just want to know before anything.
in the mirror, not too much in the shower, and when I'm smoking weed. Ain't on my camera. So
I feel that. I ask because I talk to myself in the mirror a lot. You
yeah,
know, like when I'm in the mood to do so. A lot of times, you know, like I probably just look in the mirror. I observe my reflection a lot, and it's more so because, you know, I like to see who I am. I like to see where I came from because I remember
yeah,
what I looked like 10, 20 years ago. You
years
know what I'm
ago.
saying? Like I
Yeah,
remember. You know, so
yeah,
like
I
I
feel
look at
you.
my reflection a lot. It doesn't matter if I'm in the mirror, if I'm in a car window, if I'm in a puddle. It doesn't matter. I'm always looking at my reflection.
Yeah,
But speaking to myself a lot, I learned, you know, how much power that has, you know. So that's the real reason why I
yeah,
asked that. And
man,
a
power.
lot of times I do like give myself like affirmations. Like even if I'm not consistent with it, I go in the
Hmm.
mirror. Like let's just say like once out of the month, I go in there and I tell myself like, yo, I'm going to this show. I'm gonna perform really great. I'm gonna write
Yeah,
this song. I'm gonna make sure I
yeah,
got these kind of lyrics. That kind of thing where it's like, yo, I'm like really boosting myself
myself.
because
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
facts.
I've also felt like I didn't have a lot of people in my life growing up. Like I've had certain people, but it's like the people that I felt like I idolized, so to speak, they wasn't telling me to believe in myself. They wasn't telling me to like keep
Right.
doing this.
It's,
Right.
I feel you.
So
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, let's. Cause I got to head to the studio, but um, we gonna continue. I wanna continue this conversation on my page probably if you up tonight or tomorrow, cause I be
whenever you're
up at all
ready, bro,
type.
I'm here, bro. I'm chilling. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
chilling right
So
now.
after I leave the studio, I'm gonna just head back to the crib. I'm gonna send you them songs or the 2 songs that I got done so far. I'm gonna send you them shits, and then we gonna keep building from here. You know how we give it up,
All
and I
right. Nah,
appreciate you for
no
having me
doubt, no
too.
doubt, no doubt.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you
for
for
having me.
coming on to the show. So, it's not really a question, but it's more so like a promote yourself kind of thing. So,
Yeah,
talk to the people. Um, do you have any EPs, LPs, differences, mixtapes, and albums for
well,
those that don't know?
yeah,
Um,
I sneaky just been dropping like freestyles and shit on YouTube. Um, Definitely check my YouTube for sure for any even unreleased songs that like niggas like I said people I throw out leaked songs. It's like homie asked me. I had to recollect what he was asking me. I definitely threw out some songs that people might have not had came across. You feel me? I did a what's that freestyle I did to the Fat Man Scoop King drop. I did that drop shit last year. You know that shit was
yeah.
I feel like that's one of the most overlooked songs from underground artists in a while. So it's like, so yeah, I got little songs like that out. And just everything. Just look out for all my visual content that I just been working on because everything that I dropped, I did it myself. Like I literally learned how to edit from scratch by myself. I really don't even use YouTube. I I I,
Likewise.
I learn on a whim. So if I do some shit and I be like, how I do that? I remember how I did it and just continue. That might be my style for a little while. So yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
That's really
Follow
dope.
me. I'm gonna follow y'all back for sure. Especially those who was engaging. Facts. That's real shit.
Nah, yo, believe it or not, we've had 3 viewers from the whole time we've been interviewing. So I appreciate all 3 of them people. There's been a lot of people that tuned in, but these
Yeah,
3 people
facts.
that's been like really tuned in. Um,
Yeah, that's
so
fire.
yo, thank you for tuning into the show. You're making this journey a lot better and easier, you know, because I can imagine if I didn't have anybody to interview, I
Yeah,
probably might be
yeah.
stressed.
Trust me, I
But thank
understand.
you. Yeah,
We ready.
nah,
We're
thank
ready.
you for contributing. And thank you for being yourself. Thank you for being a dope artist. Thank you for staying committed and like telling your story because otherwise a lot of other people wouldn't know who you are. And
Yeah,
just a big thank you for even stepping into the world of hip hop, man. This is 50 years, you know. So
yeah,
just
facts.
imagine if you never done this, where would hip hop actually be? Not to say that we're like moving forces, but we definitely contribute. Like
In
as far as like
real
us
life,
growing up and adapting it, but we definitely contributed to it. So
cause
thank you for that, brother.
truthfully and truthfully and honest to say, like being at the More Bookings shit, like More Bookings is really pivotal when it comes to the new hip hop right now. So we
Word.
definitely are part of that. Niggas know who we are, bro. Some of the most popular niggas done seen us performing and probably felt discouraged because they know deep down some of us was better than them. So we definitely did
Yo,
contribute to 50 years. You feel me? Word.
yo,
Like I
and that's
said,
another thing too. Like we used to
just cause they
challenge
just
each other too. I'm gonna just throw that out there. We
on
used to really
God,
challenge each other.
on God,
When we
niggas
was in that
definitely did.
collective, we really was like, yo, you gotta remember your lyrics. You gotta do some
Word.
dance moves. You gotta like. So that's dope.
And
That's for sure, man.
and
Definitely.
and I was gonna say, like I said earlier, if you in tune with the hip hop culture and shit, tap in with Wrap It Up. My man Sendo movies. He
I know
the
Sendo. We met him, son. We met him during the more bookings. That's crazy. He's
who?
still doing. Yo, I haven't tapped in because, as you know, my old account got hacked and shit, so I haven't been
Yeah.
able to like
Oh,
really
no, I remember. Yeah,
remember everyone. But
I
you
remember you
just
told me when I first. I remember you first when I told you. I first told you
Nah,
you
but
my
you just
nigga.
put me on to someone that I need to follow because like
Yeah,
that's
that's my
like
guy.
there's a lot of people like from my old account that I want to follow. Like whoever's stuck
Yeah.
in my old account, I don't even look back at it.
Yeah,
It's like,
back.
all right, that was an old point in life. So
Yeah.
yeah, now I gotta like go back and research him and because nah, he's definitely a dope homie. He's been doing a lot for the community, not just himself. Like he's actually been looking
Yup.
out for other artists. So nah, that's really
On
dope.
God. And people don't really think like if it's one thing I'm gonna do my best to give him his flowers because it's like niggas don't understand. We not getting our flowers right now. Niggas ain't getting their flowers. It's a lot of artists that's eating off our styles, off our energy, off our demeanors, and 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 there's even artists that we taught we it's people that we taught to
Yo,
do stuff that's not giving us. But it's alright though, cause like I said, like shit gonna work out. 50 years of hip hop, wrap it up. They're gonna learn. They're gonna be like, oh nah, this one of those. It's gonna be on the radar one day. You feel me? So,
real shit, real shit. So yo, thank you, yo. Theme music, yo. He's also a dope producer. He deals more so with like live instruments and stuff like that.
okay.
Theme music. So you
Oh,
should follow
fine,
him.
bet.
He's pretty dope.
I'm gonna definitely
Yeah.
follow him.
But nah,
Definitely
man.
follow him.
Again, thank you for your time, man. I really, truly, truly, truly appreciate you, man. You one of the
Word.
real ones that I actually keep in my contact list that I actually
Mhm.
reach out to on social media that I see in person.
Right, facts.
So I just honestly thank you for just being who you are, brother.
Already
For real.
appreciate you, man.
No doubt,
Appreciate you.
man. And I'm gonna reach out to you for future episodes. Obviously, like I said, when I get more, in tune with this and what I'm doing and direction
Yeah.
and stuff like that, we're gonna have bigger levels
Shit
to
gonna pick
this.
up. Word. Shit
Yeah.
definitely
So
pick up.
thank you for that, bro. I appreciate you.
Right, my guy. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, my guy.
All right, guys. That's the episode of Going Live with the MC. If y'all like the interviews that y'all saw today, make sure y'all follow those artists. Brandom Thoughts, he's a fashionista. He's also a producer for shows, podcasts, a multitude of things. Make sure you give him a follow. And Poison with the Vibes. Both of these guys will be tagged in my stories and my when I post this interview. So make sure you follow them guys. Make sure y'all show love to them. If y'all felt like y'all tapped in with everything, oh, not everything, sorry. If y'all felt like y'all tapped in with something that they were like saying, if it hit close to home, reach out to them. You feel me? Like tap in with them, get to know them better, and see what comes of it. That's all I can say. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you. We only getting bigger. We only getting better. We only getting better. Appreciate y'all.